Hello, welcome back to Scourge of Flesh with your DM, myself, Paul Reese, and my lollygagging group of 5 players. Last we left off, they were traversing through the sewers after they found a suspiciously useless kobold hanging out in the entryway to this sort of cellar sewer combo. Um, while traversing through this cellar sewer combo, they've encountered what seems to be a large gastropod who's bathing in some sort of acidic material flowing from an overhead pipe. And I'll let the players react.
Are you on a login screen right now? Well, this is awful.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That's Meow Meow reacting to the gastropod. Well, this is awful. That's way too big.
It does seem to be about 10 feet tall. It's quite large, yes. We all set? Okay. So this gastropod has these flail-like appendages hanging off the tip of its head. And it seems to be like kind of scrubbing its shell with them here and there, scritching and scratching.
Gross.
It seems to not be paying any mind to you.
So you said the pipe was flowing overhead, like above,
yes.
So we could go under it technically, right?
Yes, it's not acting as a wall. It's about 10 feet in the air with it meeting the ceiling right above it.
I'm so scared right now.
I'm gonna wander right into that there room.
The gastropod doesn't seem to notice.
Perfect. I look back at Bakar and kind of give him a knowing glance, shrug my shoulders, and just sort of hug the wall.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in as well.
While the snail is scrubbing at its back, you notice that its shell is like illustrious. It has this glamorous sheen to it. Seems to be made of particles of gold coin, certain gems. It's quite shiny.
Wow.
Oh, can we do a minor recap? Is the gold still hot and molten in whoever's character's hand that ended up having it?
Bakar's glove is being cooled, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but Mage Hand is currently holding the gold.
Is it? It is, I think.
I'll say that it is still molten within the mage hand's palm.
How much damage can molten gold do?
Probably 1d10.
Over time?
All things considered, maybe.
It's bathing in acid, bro. I don't think so.
Acid resistance isn't fire resistance.
That's true.
I just see a big sluggy thing bathing in some slime, and I figure I'll just leave it be. But I'm being quiet, staying against the wall. So there you go.
The sewer platform that Bakar and Shikon are standing on is about 5 foot above the flowing ooze and waste below.
Can I tell how deep the moving sewage is?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Oh yeah, it's very shallow with a 5.
You're not really sure, but it could be quite shallow.
Bakar's in the room. Can he see any entrances or exits?
You can tell that the water is flowing towards this direction, but you don't see any doors or anything like that. You do see an entryway for waste coming from over here. It's not hard to see. This acid is kind of luminous. Uh, but other than that, there's no doors or maintenance tunnels that you can see.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try and jump over this little gap of waste because I don't want to be stinkier than I already am.
Okay. Um, a gap that size, you can just jump across.
Sure.
You notice that the farther you go in, though, the slicker the floor is getting,
Ooh.
and you notice that especially down this path and towards this end, this end of the tunnel here, things are starting to grime up and pile up. Whether it's due to the residue coming from the air or maybe some sort of splashing gastropod leaving trails.
Or like in real sewage, what they refer to as grease.
Yes, grease.
Hmm.
The gastropod has definitely taken notice of you now.
I'm going to go out of my way to just try to appear non-threatening. Like I don't know, I don't know much about giant
You-
gastropods, but I do have
you-
animal handling.
yes, go ahead and attempt animal handling.
Just nonchalantly walking past.
Ooh.
And a 14.
It seems to acknowledge you, and it doesn't seem aggressive. It's actually started to hum.
Started to hum.
It's almost like a melody. It seems musical in nature.
I'm incredibly intrigued by this bizarre sewer beast, so I'm just going to observe for a little bit.
The motions it's making are almost as similar to a woman washing her hair in the shower. She's humming a tune and scrubbing her shell.
The woman?
Well, yes, this gastropod woman.
Lady staff.
So is there actually like a melody situation going on with this snail?
Ooh.
It does seem to be producing music for musical purposes.
Can I
Bard.
try to accompany the snail?
Yes. Make a performance check with advantage.
Let's tame this snail.
That's a 12.
You've noticed that it's starting to scrub to your beat in a way. It's swaying and swooning, now accompanied by you. It's almost like a dance.
Nice.
Its
Guys, we're
eyes
getting a
are
snail.
its eyes are focused on you entirely.
Oh no.
Oh.
But it
It has
doesn't seem
eyes?
aggressive.
That's even worse.
It's
Somehow.
got 4 eye stalks.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep serenading it and maybe try to buy everybody else some time to maybe look for a way out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pipe side without jumping the gap towards the entrance to see if I can see something else.
Okay. When you get about right there, you notice 2 piles of what look to be maggots.
Ugh.
They're writhing over some sort of crypt-like corpse. Uh, bestial in nature, not necessarily human or even monstrous. Probably dead rats, something of that type.
I'm going to slowly just make my way around the snail. Kind of
Okay.
give room for other people to move in further, I suppose.
The snail doesn't pay any mind to you.
Perfect.
Now the pile of maggots, like, is it something that can be moved around, or is it just so massive that it has to be like obliterated?
That's a choice of words that I respect.
Try to negotiate with that MAGA pile.
Each maggot is about the size of your hands, and they're ferociously devouring whatever this dead thing is on the floor.
Oh,
I'll just go ahead and reveal them to you, so you know exactly where they are.
So I was right in
Um,
thinking form of rats.
yeah, they're swarming this dead thing. They seem hungry. They're moving. I mean, like maggots. They're squirming. I would say that trying to move them would be difficult, but possible given enough time.
I'm gonna try to jump over this pipe.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Is it like would I have had to jump, or is it?
Oh no,
could've
you had
gone
like
under.
7 feet of clearance over the top of your head.
Well, I'm short though, so I guess I kind of have to climb.
Oh no, the pipe is like touching the ceiling.
Oh, okay, I'll walk
It's
underneath it
way
then.
up there. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
good.
I was confused on the spatial dimensions.
I would have let you try.
It would have been very funny. Cat wizard, sorcerer, cat sorcerer,
That's right.
doing weird ceiling climbing stuff.
I'm running around. I'm running at the top of the ceiling.
Camellia, can you make me another performance check?
Yep.
Just to maintain focus.
Also too, when that's complete, can I get a rough time check on how long has passed between us retrieving the gold and now?
I would say about 5-10 minutes.
Okay, the gold fell on the ground because the mage hand only lasted a minute.
Oh, and you didn't choose to recast?
If I can, I will, but I don't know if there's a lull in time.
I would imagine you could like cast it in the same spot again to maintain the hold if you wanted to. I don't see why not.
Okay,
It's a cantrip.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
I'll keep maintaining it then.
okay. The snail. Now that you're well within view, the snail has kind of like started to focus on the hand of gold.
Oh God.
I got a 20 not natural.
Wow. Okay. It's still wiggling and bobbing to the tune, and its humming is now more of a. It's almost like an earthquake-like vibration. You can hear the stones on the ground kind of rattle with its hum. Nothing dangerous, but it's reverberating a lot of pressure. Uh, a lot of it seems to be originating from its hollow sounding shell, but its eyes are now, well, at least three of the eyes are focused on this gold covered hand.
May
Whereas,
I?
yes,
May I? If I draw something, does it show up for everybody?
I believe it will, yeah.
So did you see that dot?
I don't know. Make sure you're drawing on the correct layer.
How would I determine that? I'm sorry.
Should be objects and tokens in the top left. It's like a box shape.
Players don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So,
For both of us, so the two squares in front of the snail, I want to hover the mage hand in front of the snail in over the water, so that it's not near chicken tendy.
so like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, the snails. The snail's attention's being split, but definitely not towards the main group or chicken tendy.
Chicken tendy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get back in good line of sight with everybody.
Now you see the same pile of maggots in the corner here.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't look friendly. Nothing I would keep as a pet.
Wakar would like to Ray of Frost the back ones.
The one farthest here?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 20.
Nice, nice. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. That'd hit anything, so.
Is it double the damage or double the dice?
I believe it's double the dice.
12.
Okay, so you see the grubs kind of freeze in place for some of them, and the rest of them kind of recoil back, revealing what they were eating on. And it seems to be a severed hand. Most of the skin has been torn away. Most of the muscle is now gone, and you see the finger bones kind of sticking through.
If it
For
matters,
the
their movement's reduced by 10 feet.
it doesn't, but thank you. For the rest of the maggots that remain in this pile, unscathed, they will now start to go back towards that hand and continue eating, not knowing really where the source of the damage came from.
Did the closest group react or no?
No, they seem completely unfazed.
I'll just go back to the group and be like, I don't know.
I'm pointing towards Camellia, just shrugging. I go, I'm gonna wait here. Make sure everybody gets in the room.
My plan is technically just let everybody try and go a little further and keep the snail distracted, just in case it gets upset.
Sure.
Yes. That said, make another performance check with advantage, please.
Okay. Ten.
About 3 of the eyes are now focused on the golden hand, but one is still training on you, its stalk independently bobbing to your tune. It seems a little less enthused and maybe even a little bored.
Damn it.
Just in case we're gonna enter any battles, I'm gonna reach out to Meow Meow and cast Gift of Alacrity, which gives him an additional D8 to initiative rolls for the next 8 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
Initiative
Okay.
or advantage on initiative.
1d8 to initiative.
1d8. Okay. Thank you. How does that play out? You just basically just put your hand on me?
Yeah, I reach out, and at the same time, I'm grabbing my amethyst crystal. Both my hand and the crystal just glow bright white, and you feel yourself get a little bit faster, or a little more reactive, I should say.
Hmm. All right. Thank you.
The snail is now going to start moving towards the rest of the group, still eyes trained on the 2 objects.
What?
It doesn't seem to be moving fast, which is very on par.
How far is the gap between to jump to Chicken
It's about 5 feet, give or take an inch.
Would that be an athletics check
Where you and
or
Chicken Tendy are standing now, the ground is now, I'll say, greased enough that you would have to make an acrobatics check even to jump a short distance.
Yeah, I think I want to go to the other side.
Okay.
All right. Acrobatics. That was a 17.
Okay, yeah, your feline agility is enough to let you pounce over there.
Yep.
When the snail starts to move, I'm gonna shift over a little bit too.
Okay. You see now the eye stalks on top of the snail's head are now like comically tangling amongst themselves, trying to keep a focus on so many things so far apart. Um, The snail is seemingly starting to get frustrated, and it's splashing around a little more aggressively in the stream of acid.
Can
Ooh.
I roll another performance?
Yes, this time just a straight roll.
25.
Okay, you seem to have gained its attention completely now. All four eye stalks are now twisted in a spire, focused at you. And in the midst of its dance, it takes a moment to untangle these eyes, and they kind of wave to you in a weird, tentacle-y like sense.
That's adorable and disgusting. I love it.
It's going to reach out with one of its flails and kind of start dragging in front of you, uh, almost in an infinity shape, figure eight, more or less.
Oh.
It seems to be beckoning.
Mm. For whatever bookkeeping, can you move the gold mage hand diagonally 1 square
Like here?
towards us? I had to be within 30 feet of it.
Okay, so like here.
Down 2 squares.
I used Fortune's favor
Gotcha.
on a failed roll.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get moderate bad vibes from the snail. As
It's a bit pushy.
it's beckoning me. I'm not about it. So
I look across to you excitedly and give you a thumbs up.
I also do the same thing with tiny little thumbs.
what
She
I'm gonna
seems nice.
she's a very lovely snail, but the acid is a little off-putting.
You want me to lower it maybe with the gold? If you
No,
stop
actually,
singing, or okay.
what I want to try to do is cast sleep.
Oh, I'm gonna
with
go-
a little bit of the sand that I got from the cell.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go over here.
So that is 5d8. The total. Oh, I have to roll that first.
Okay.
It doesn't say what it rolls against.
I don't believe I have a save for that.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Yeah, it's just if you
It's
roll
just
the total of
5d8.
my health or whatever, like I go snooze.
You go take a nap.
Yes.
Okay. So bear with me for a second. I don't
No
have
problem.
the rest of my dice. I only have one set with me right now.
It's okay. We'll add together as a group.
Let me see. That'll be a 24.
Okay. A 24. How much health do you have?
Oh boy.
Oh, I
Oh,
saw that.
28.
Okay, so you cast your sleep spell on the snail, and you see the aura of the spell kind of resonate within the shell, and then it kind of just gently spreads back to you.
Oh
And you
no.
feel the effects of it, but you do not fall asleep.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Oh Lord, that would have been awful.
Now, is it convincing enough that I was just trying to play music considering my sitar is the focus?
Oh yes, this all
Or is the snail
happened.
going to be upset?
This all happened as if it were just natural to the snail. It hasn't skipped a beat.
Okay, awesome.
So I look over at Chikon and I'm like, how's she gonna get away from that?
I got a plan.
That's good enough for me. Don't throw me. We're gonna do get help. I'll throw you, Chikon.
Gotcha. Fastball special. Go.
No, I don't like this plan.
For those of you in the right side room, you notice that the entry point for the liquid that isn't coming from the pipes the bars seem to be eaten away by whatever acidic materials in the water.
Hmm.
And they seem weak but attached.
Hmm. Cool Z's.
Bakar would like to start clearing a path through these maggots.
Okay. How would you like to do that?
Ray of
Yep.
Frost.
Yelling at them.
All right, which one are you targeting?
Closest one this time.
Okay, that's a ranged spell attack, so technically it's a disadvantage unless you want to step back.
Oh, that's weird. All right.
Would that be a disengagement?
They didn't seem to be phased by him stepping back.
Cool.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, by a lot.
It is a bunch of maggots. Those nimble bastards.
That's 7.
The
How much
maggot.
was that? Sorry.
7.
Okay.
The humble maggot, the most agile of the beasts.
Okay, once again, you freeze a good portion of them, and then eventually the rest of them start to swarm in right over those frozen few.
Can I start targeting the back group with Firebolt?
Yes.
Okay. Does 10 hit?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They're not very sturdy.
7 points of fire damage.
Okay. You whip a flame, almost like a lit cigarette, at this pile of maggots, and a spark ignites in a few places, and you see the sizzle and then pop of a few insect-like individuals, and the couple that remain on this hand are now starting to scatter off away from the hand itself.
How high up is this pipe right here?
The same 7 feet as the one in
Okay.
the other room.
So we could easily pass under it. Yep.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of hang tough right in my spot because if anything goes crazy, I'm gonna try and calm down this giant snail as best I can so that everybody else can get through.
Okay, with annoyance, Bakar's gonna go get in its face with a scimitar.
Okay.
Does a 7 hit?
No, it doesn't hit. Wow. um, yes, a 7 doesn't hit. You kind of just go right through the pile. And in doing so, you've seemed to have attracted some aggression.
I talked to Chikon and I say, do we really care about this cursed gold? Because I don't even know if we can cool it down.
Can you go sling it against this rotten fence? At least use it for something good.
Well,
Maybe
I was
some
gonna
sort of crude blowtorch.
I was gonna try to like lure the snail away by kind of like putting the gold in a kind of like an orbit around its head.
Give it a shot.
All right. I would like to attempt to maneuver the gold in a way to kind of break line of sight with Camellia, and then try to see if I can lure it in one direction.
Okay, I need you to roll animal handling and then persuasion.
for luring. A luring move, animal handling, and then what?
And then persuasion.
All right, I'm gonna somehow, some way, make this gold look mighty alluring. 16 on animal handling.
Okay, so you can grab this creature's attention in just the way that it seems to be beckoning for. You bob this hand with the beat, moving the gold past its eyes. Now all four eyes are trained on it, and now with your persuasion, you can try to
I'm gonna
lead
attempt
it down
to.
the path.
I'm gonna try to attempt to shape the gold with my mage hand to look like a snail as well. So maybe
Okay,
that will be like a golden idol to it.
go ahead and give me a sleight
Ooh.
of hand with disadvantage.
Oh, a sleight of hand and a persuasion?
Uh, Well, to shape it, yes.
Okay, the sleight of hand was 23.
With disadvantage?
Oh no, one second. I do have a +5. Okay, so
Okay.
it turned out to be 17.
Okay, so you're able to form a very crude looking puddle that kind of looks like a snail.
Mm, close enough. And then I'm going to use my persuasion.
Yes, to see if you can lead it wherever it is you're trying to lead it.
Okay. With just regular roll.
Yes.
Okay. I got a 14.
Okay, now what direction is it you're trying to pull this creature?
Like on a clock, it would be going towards like 7:30.
Okay, so about here, somewhere around here?
Yeah, maybe a little bit further up, but not by much. Basically, I'm just trying to draw it in a diagonal away from
Okay,
everybody.
so it seems to be trained ideally on this. It's kind of whipping its little flails towards it, trying to splash in the golden puddle, and it can't seem to really get a hold of it. Camellia, you've noticed it stopped dancing completely.
Okay, so I'm gonna move
Okay.
because it's not paying
Get
attention
outta
to
here.
me now.
I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
all
get outta
these
here.
like elaborate, like little tiny Doctor Strange movements with my little paws to try to make this
Okay.
happen. It's almost like I'm doing a shadow puppet show, but
Yeah, little
with
marionettes.
no shadows.
And just molten gold.
Yeah, with molten gold in the corner.
Perfect. This is truly how you're supposed to play D&D.
This is what Gary Gygax intended.
Yes. Okay, so you seem to be holding its attention quite well.
I whisper over to Chikantendi that we should try to get as far away from it, because if I get within like away from 30 feet from it, the gold will immediately just drop.
I look at you just befuddled that this is the goal. Like we still have to get through the gate.
Well, you can work on the gate. Gold wouldn't have done anything to the gate.
If you feel like you can take a poison punch from a giant snail, going over to this gate.
I'm very quick.
Okay. I need you to make an acrobatics check, Chicken Tendy, as you
Absolutely.
notice the floor is only getting worse.
I'm thoroughly enjoying skating across the ground with a 15, just using my bare dwarven feet as some sort of skates.
That is disgusting. So you risky business your way across the sewer floor.
Oh yeah,
You're
What a
not
great
barefoot,
joy.
are you?
Of course I am. I think you misunderstood when I told you that when I gathered my belongings, they were just other rags.
No, I remember.
Okay.
In the time all of this is taken, for brevity's sake, I'll say these maggots have now swarmed our tiefling friend, but I'll put them in the wall to display that. And they are going to make a single attack against him, and everyone notices.
This is my question to the DM. Am I allowed to accept a hit?
Yeah, I would believe you could just take it if you wanted to. I don't see why not.
I want to take it.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. So now that the swarm is on you, it does no damage. You've noticed, but you have. Hold on, I gotta roll a thingy. You
What?
you have a single little maggot kind of swarming around your neck. Just seems to be running laps around you in a necklace fashion.
I've heard about this.
And it makes just the smallest nibble at you and does a series of one piercing damage.
What are the odds?
Mm-hmm.
1 in 1.
Be afraid. Be afraid.
I don't want them on me.
So 1 piercing damage.
Yes, it makes a small incision in you as it's kind of running its laps on you, trying its best to swarm alone.
Okay, since I have Armor of Agathis still up and running, that means it takes 5 damage.
Oh wow. Okay, so because I misread it, I'll say it freezes right off and falls off, but it was supposed to go inside you. Just
Ooh,
so you know. But that's my mistake for not reading the whole thing. So
I hate
you
everything.
seem to have freed yourself from the infestation.
Oh no. I see the gross text that's in the old roll box here on the side, and that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thanks,
it's
DM.
pretty bad.
Can I
But
continue my
yeah.
assault on the ones that are trying to escape?
Yeah, it's definitely your turn to go by now.
Okay. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, you hit literally all of them, and they just a small bonfire appears and then kind of sucks back in with its lack of arcane focus, leaving 0 maggots.
Beautiful.
DM,
Yes, hello.
the last line of that says any effect that cures disease kills all rot grubs infesting the target. I'm immune to disease. Does that do anything?
That's weird.
Um,
Well, only the one was on you, right? So it'd probably be only that one that automatically killed itself.
that's a weird interaction. Let's just say, for narrative's sake, that's exactly why it didn't burrow in you.
Perfect.
Good call.
We're all good.
Perfect.
So if you'd like, you can swim in the puddle of rot grubs if you want.
Yeah,
You're
wow.
fine. You're fine.
You're like, I love it. I've seen that anime.
Oh no.
No. Nope.
We don't need to watch the anime. Here, I'll get rid of these.
I will hold the attention of the snail as long as we hopefully can, so that everybody can get a reasonable distance away, because even after I drop the mage hand, I can move very, very fast.
Yes, you can. Yes. Make another persuasion check.
You got it. I love how you're picking my best skill. 21.
The focus hasn't averted.
I know. I'm actually doing now. I don't know how, but I am also now shaping the liquid gold into a puppet show to try to like amuse the snail in some way. It's like one
Make
of those
another sleight of hand.
it's like one of those ferromagnetic sculptures.
Oh, the spiky black fluid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would
Go
you
ahead and sleight of hand with disadvantage again.
Okay. First one was a 22, and the second one is a flat 20.
Wow. Well done.
I have a plus
yeah,
5 in that too, my man.
Yes, you do exactly as you said. No problems, and the snail does seem quite entertained by this weird golden fluid, just doing whatever it wants in the corner.
Nice.
So, would it be okay if I tried to jump across this section to where Meow Meow is?
Yes, you would
Get
just
on
have
the
to
other
make an
side.
acrobatics check.
Okay. No disadvantage or anything?
Nope, it's slick enough to warrant the check, but not really horrible enough to grant disadvantage.
Okay. I got a 17.
Okay, yeah, you make it across just fine. You stick the landing
Awesome.
while everything sticks to you.
Great.
Mm,
See, the fun thing is I'm also barefoot. I just have hooves.
Permanent heels.
This squelching noise.
I don't like the word squelch. That's new.
Sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. Squanching noise.
Squanchy. Yeah, you're gonna squanch it.
Yes, way better.
Yeah,
Thank you for switching that up for me.
no problem. Squelching it is.
So the remaining maggots are still crawling on Bakar, correct?
Yeah, they're kind of swirling around your boots. They're occupying your space, but because you seem to be too special for them to attack, uh, your paladin glibness is just deflecting all of their advances. You look disgusting, but you're fine.
At half movement, can I bring them with me to go towards the gates?
What?
Um, I would say, hold on, let me just check your stat block.
Are you like trying to grapple maggots then? Like you're
I think he
grappling
wants
like
that
an arm full of
Well,
maggots?
no, I don't want to leave them with Guido.
Okay,
Right.
I got you.
Oh,
I'm trying to get a good mental image here of what I'm looking at.
I think he wants to have maggot armor.
So I
They
don't
are-
want to. I'd like to kill them, but I just don't want to leave them behind, and I failed at attacking them.
They are immune to being grappled, but they want to occupy your space. So if you were to go slow enough, they would follow.
It's like the leaf shield from Mega Man, but maggots.
Maggot shield, even better.
So half movement.
Just slow moving, I'll say, just to make sure they're enticed and following you. Yeah, half movement really wouldn't apply just because you're not grappling.
Maggot shield sounds like a gross anti-paladin skill.
That's what you get when you break oaths.
Would I get an attack of opportunity as they walked away?
They are currently on your friend,
Well,
so do whatever you want with that information.
You're making a lot of assumptions here. We're not friends yet.
Your cellmate.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to kind of play the knife game with his feet and use my dagger to try to stab some of them as they walk away, as he walks away?
Go ahead and make your attack. You still got that armor
Everything
bag
else
this
is
up?
wonderful.
Yes, I do. It's up for like the next 20 minutes or whatever you say.
Okay, cool, yeah.
That's an 18 to hit.
You do hit the rot grubs.
Okay. 5 piercing damage.
Okay, they seem relatively unfazed.
Okay.
And they continue to follow Bakar.
So I'm just going to take a wild guess here and say that ranged weapons aren't going to be very good against literal maggots.
I would feel apprehensive when it comes to throwing bolts at an ally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You might hit one, but I mean, let's be
you might
real.
hit him.
Right.
So Chikon Tendi is now close enough to get a good old eyeball at these rotten bars.
Right. They seem to be more or less eaten away at the center. This space that's eating, or the space in which they're kind of disintegrated away, is along whatever contact lines this fluid would have.
Okay.
So if you were to like try and bash on these bars or something, you'd have to risk doing so in the air.
So if I were to do like a jump kick of
Oh no!
sorts,
I love
going
the plan.
from one side to the other, would that be a reasonable thought that I could jump, kick, and land?
If it were going to be any character, it would probably be you. That said, it doesn't seem like an easy feat to accomplish.
I certainly understand that because it's either that or I climb in the gross stuff, and I'm not fully committed to climbing the gross stuff yet. I
Don't you have
say gross stuff. I'm already like skating through sludge, so it's not all that different. But
Yeah, yeah.
the acid snail seems to be enjoying it a lot more than my dwarf skin would.
Yeah, the contact you're having with the ground sends like an uncomfortable tingle. Nothing that would hurt you, but you can tell that the substance littering the ground is some sort of acidic. Any prolonged exposure would probably start to dissolve your skin.
Ooh,
Yeah,
boy.
like really bad jungle foot.
Yes, yes, bad jungle foot.
So if I'm gonna do this jump kick on the bars, what do you need from me?
I would want you to make an acrobatics check, and
Okay,
the
let's
only
see.
reason it's not at disadvantage is because you're a monk. And then an attack roll, and then another acrobatics check.
Okay, so the first acrobatics is a 21.
Okay.
And the attack is 13.
Yep, that'll work.
And then the next acrobatics is an 11.
Okay, so you jump, do your spinning heel kick right into the bars. When doing so, you notice that the bars have kind of broken off their hinges and are now laying flat underneath the surface of whatever slime this is. But upon landing, you land prone and kind of slide against the wall.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, so
Like a
you end up
gross
over
sewer
here and
seal.
prone. Yeah, but you did make it, and you accomplished your task quite well.
I would
And
like to make another slow walk and an attack with disadvantage, I believe, for Ray of Frost.
Uh, yeah, I mean it would be a disadvantage. It's super within range. um, so are you trying to escape them first, or bring them with you? Sorry.
Bring them with me.
Okay.
Eight.
8 beats it. Well, it meets it rather. 5 was that?
4 damage.
4. Okay. Okay. So they're still kind of swarming your feet. A few of them have frosted and fallen away. Other than that, though, you seem to be inhabited.
Great.
Oh, I've seen this movie. It's awful.
Yeah, you see some poking out from underneath your armor and then squirming back in, and you feel them trying to scratch and crawl at you, and with no effect. You're pretty uncomfortable.
My skin's crawling.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That's spot on right there.
Give me another persuasion check for the snail.
Ooh.
This
All
time
right.
at disadvantage.
What?
It's been a minute.
It's true. It has been a minute. I'm trying to determine if I want to do any like more shadow play. It seems really into it, so I'm not gonna mess with it. I think I found the secret right there. Is that with disadvantage?
Yes.
All right. I got a 14.
It's now getting bored visibly. It's starting to flail at the raised level that you're floating above, and it's slamming against the grimy stones.
What?
It's
High
trying to.
quality.
It's yes. It's trying to get a hold of this hand of gold.
Okay.
And it's now going to start to approach the hand itself.
All right. I look over. I look over at Camellia, and I say, "We may need to go soon."
Yeah, let's go.
And then I'm gonna hold my action until she gets by me, and then I'm gonna throw the gold right in its face.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. I'm running the hell out of there.
Yeah.
If you are running, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Oh, I spoke wrong. That's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
A lot of slipping, a lot of sliding, but not a whole lot of falling, so you're good.
And then I will allow this molten gold to just. I'm gonna snap the hand away and let it fall molten hot on this thing's face. It
You hear a
stalks.
sizzle and a pop as whatever water underneath the puddle evaporates and kind of forms a bubble. And then the snail, you see its head reel back and it just face plants into the puddle. And it's
Okay.
just now rolling its face in it.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna like hurriedly, but not very fast, move all the way over here.
Definitely
Hurriedly,
not run.
Not very fast.
Okay.
Fast
Move it in
shuffle.
an expedited way, but not to the point where I'm gonna have any danger of falling into slime.
Guido, everyone's booking it, and your friend Bakar is covered in maggots in front of you.
Yeah. Not
About
wanting to risk the firebolt because I don't want to light him on fire. I'm gonna try to do my dagger again. I don't want to burn him.
Okay, now make
Um,
your attack with disadvantage.
I think he's a
Oh.
tiefling, right? He's immune to
I'm
fire.
resistant to fire.
Would I? Aren't you a blue tiefling though? Or is it still resistant to fire?
Weird. It's still fire. I would have thought frost, but fire.
Well, okay, I know that for next time. A 9 to hit.
Okay, that does hit one rot grub. You just nail it right against his metal bits of armor.
I showed him.
Yeah, gotcha, you sucker. Yeah.
Do you still want the damage then, or no? Because it was just the one
Uh,
grub.
I do need damage, yes.
Okay, it was 4 points.
Okay, so though you've successfully severed the head off of that one rot grub, there's still quite a few running all over him.
Um,
It's like, guys, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I couldn't keep the gold. I couldn't keep it. It was too hot. It never would have cooled down. It was devil gold, and I'm just saying all this to myself as me and Camellia are leaving.
It's okay. It's really okay.
I really wanted that gold.
That's, you know what? There'll be more gold and there'll be better gold.
Yeah, not it would have been a perfect power source. Let's just say that. It never went cold.
But you know what? We also found it in the sewer.
That's true. It's probably cursed sewer gold. And I'm stroking my whiskers. You're talking a lot of sense, Camellia. I like you.
Hey, you know what? I say it how it is.
So, would you say there's any chunks of bar left that I could reach?
So the mesh of bar that you busted out left
Yeah.
almost like a perfect circular hole. There is the like crisscross over bar structure that hadn't quite touched any acid that would have eaten away at it. So there is almost like a monkey bar style
Yeah,
overhang you could utilize.
You're certainly picking up what I'm putting down. I would like
Yeah,
to maneuver myself in such a way to swing through this hole and land on a not gross sewer slime. Well, there's gross everywhere. I don't want to land in the acid.
So before you do, you notice that there is a weird influx of like normal fresh water after having broken that through, as if you had dislodged some sludge, and the water on the other side does seem somewhat clean. At least
Okay.
cleaner and less glowing. So you can still do this maneuver, but you feel like there's less risk involved.
It doesn't seem as toxic. Okay.
Right. You don't feel like you'll be taking any dice worth of damage.
So in acrobatics to do some sort of turnstile monkey bar swing jump through this hole then.
Yes.
Ooh, it's a 7, so it's really bad.
Okay,
I'm
so
covered in grease.
you plummet with a splash right about there in between the
Excellent.
two solid surfaces. These surfaces are about 3.5 feet above your head, just within
Ooh.
arm's reach.
Ooh. Okay.
You do hear a thrashing coming from the, I'll say, southern end of this tunnel.
Okay.
Some sort of loud splashing, similar to that which you heard from the snail.
Oh no.
But I'm currently underwater a smidge.
Yes, and the vision down there is negligible. I wouldn't open your eyes, and if you did, you wouldn't see much.
Ah, yes. Effluent. That's all I got.
So I
All
guess
right.
since I saw Chicken Tendy running through this thing, that's the plan. Can I try to slip through that? Because I don't think there's anything I can do to help with the maggot situation.
Sure. What are you attempting to do exactly? There is
Uh,
the overhanging bars. There is a sizable, like person-sized hole that he was able to kick free, and there is the two landings on the end there.
I'm gonna try to monkey bar my way over and try to land on the landings.
Okay. Go ahead and make
One
your
of them.
acrobatics check then.
17.
Okay, yeah. She shows you how it's done, and she takes both fawn hands and does a nice fawn-like backflip
Oh,
over
nice.
to, yeah, style points over here, seemingly just to mock you.
So what I essentially hear is like a very deft, like smooth landing of like click clack.
Yeah.
I will. How big is the hole for
About
me?
3 times your size.
Okay, great. So I take a little step back, and then I get a little bit of a running start, and I try to jump straight through the hole.
Okay, now make your acrobatics check with disadvantage because you ran.
A running start.
Well,
Oh,
it's
fuck.
like
You
5
gotta be
steps.
careful with the R word.
It's
Yes, the
5
R word
steps.
is a
It
bad
was
word.
5 steps, and I have claws. Acrobatics, you said,
Yes.
with disadvantage.
Yes.
Of course you would. I did it with 14.
Okay, yeah. So you just kind of vault yourself through the hole, paws outstretched,
Yeah.
and you land on all fours, and you kind of do like a Tokyo drift, Akira style slide as you land.
Nice.
Beautiful. You should clean your hands.
Yes. I use prestidigitation to clean my hands.
Okay.
I'm like in midair. I'm already like casting prestidigitation.
You're just ready. You're ready.
I'm ready. I know it's filthy, and I don't want it.
For Camellia and Meow Meow, you notice that this side of the stonework is dusty but free of grime.
Nice.
So your movement doesn't seem impeded over here. Now let's get back to my favorite turtle and tiefling combo.
I would like to tell Guido to go check on Chicken Tendy because we heard a crash.
I'm like,
I got plans for these maggots.
I just yell out. I'm like, he's fine.
I'm gonna go over here and then still poke my head like around the corner, like seeing if I can find him.
You notice that when you moved by your tiefling friend, the rock grubs are now attached to you.
Oh, of course they are.
Well, they're going to attempt to be at least.
Ugh.
Does a 17 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, so you have.
Actually, cast shield, or is that something? Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast shield. It's
Yes, you
reactionary.
can.
It just jumps your AC up +5. I use it a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. All right. So if they miss you, they end up in this very spot, and you go right by them. So you casted shield. You blasted a bunch of rock grubs right off yourself, and they kind of just
No.
land on the floor in between the two of you.
Now that they're not attached to anyone, I'm going to throw a firebolt at them. Disadvantage because I'm right next to him, right?
Yes.
That is a 15 to hit
Okay, you hit them.
for 9 fire damage.
Wow. Okay. I can't believe they're not vulnerable to fire. That's so silly.
I was hoping they were.
Well, they're
No, they're not,
basically
but-
just big bags of juice. So
You do see all but 2 are now kind of squirming, or sorry, all of them are fried except for 2, which the 2 are now squirming.
is it some sort of squelching action? Would you say?
Yeah, it's like very moist squelching sound,
Mm.
splurching even. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, just like
Yeah,
that.
nice.
It's terrible.
Nice.
If you'd like to do anything, Bakar, you can go ahead and act now.
Yeah, I just want to move past them now. Then, if that's okay.
You would have to move through their space.
There's only 2 left.
Yes.
It's like a 12-pack of maggots over there.
Just nasty Capri Suns.
I know it's so
Ooh.
bad. Nature's Capri Sun.
You made me visibly scrunch my face.
Oh,
Nasty Capri Suns.
Yep. Joe said same.
I mean, I feel it on the spiritual level.
Yeah.
As I walk by, can I angrily say, "Don't you dare touch me again"?
Yeah,
Trying
you are
to
free to say
intimidate
it.
them not to touch me.
So you're trying to roll intimidation on rock grubs.
Correct.
Go ahead and do so with advantage. There's only 2 of them.
They both look at each other and then run
17?
away.
Okay, so they, with the near death blow they just received, and you now yelling at them, they just kind of squirm off into the acid. And I'll say effectively they're not dead, but they're gone. You see them kind of just float down the river towards the snail.
Gross.
There's going to be rock grub revenge in our future.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the rock grub queen will show up.
Like a carrion crawler almost.
Oh boy.
Like
Nope.
those that we just heard on the other end of this tunnel.
No
Oh.
witnesses.
Definitely can't be that.
So, what's the status on that giant snail?
It is just viciously pounding its face into the stonework, trying to cover itself in whatever metal is left there, and you see it like sizzling in spots where it's now burned itself, but it's just too obsessed with the shiny liquid.
Oh my god.
so is
Yeah,
that just the giant crab from Moana, pretty much?
With cursed
Accidentally, yes. Yes, it's Tamatoa is the
I couldn't
name.
think of the name.
Well, I've seen Moana enough as a father, so. Okay, so yeah, the snail seems preoccupied. The rock grubs are gone, and now almost half of you are in the next area.
I would like to get out of the not quite acid, but definitely still sewer water.
I don't know, man. You should probably stick around in there. You could become a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
For sure.
How would you like to get out?
Kick my stubby little dwarf feet till I get to the surface and try and pull myself up onto the ledge.
Okay, make an athletics check.
This side. Let's see. 20.
Okay, yeah, you pull yourself right up, almost as if you're all top side and not much for the leg area. Um, okay, so you are now drying off, and Camellia, Meow Meow, and Chicken Tendy, they see a couple of large tails flailing out of the water in the south end of this sewage river. Everything seems to calm down afterward.
I just let out the longest, most exasperated sigh.
Who could it be now?
Ready to do it again?
I'm out of gold. I'm fresh out.
You can make it look like there's gold.
That's true. I can make a minor illusion. Or I mean a major illusion. Wink.
Okay.
While they're discussing that, can I attempt to like monkey bar swing to this side?
Yes. How much do you weigh? Just remind me.
That is a very good question.
Rude.
I
400
know. Yeah, turtles
Four-
are kind of hefty.
423 pounds.
Ooh.
Okay. If you are to swing through, I need you to do so at disadvantage. But I'll say that you can kind of tell it's not a great idea to try and just swing through because you know you're heavy.
You might
Would
want to
I-
go last.
What was that?
I'm waiting for you.
Would I feel safe like jumping in the water here and then climbing out?
You did just see Chicken Tendy crawl out, seemingly okay.
Okay, I'll just do that then.
Okay, so he just kind of, cannonballs in, and I'll need you to make an athletics check to climb out, though.
Athletics. 19.
Okay, yeah, you pull yourself out, and right before you pulled yourself out, you saw this large black movement in the water, and that caused you to scrape yourself out even faster.
Whereabouts was that?
Somewhere around here. Oh, sorry, wrong layer. Somewhere around here.
I'm just gonna immediately call out that there's something in the water, like right on the other side of this ledge.
Um,
Hey, Bakar
I'm
wants
gonna
to go
get
through, but
not next
just
to
out of
the
out of curiosity, I'm carrying 140 and I weigh 180. Is that bar gonna hold me?
I mean, it's hard to tell what exactly this metal bar is going to weigh. You know, it doesn't look sturdy. You did see that the lighter characters made it through fine, and that the heavier character decided not to even try.
And you're wearing armor, right? So you may sink right to the bottom.
Hey, sometimes you gotta have an underwater fighter.
I am kind of a moron, so we're gonna go for that bar and try and swing over.
Oh boy.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Straight?
Yep.
Nice, 18.
Okay, so you're able to swing yourself through no problem.
I guess Guido and Bakar are both close enough to me. I mutter under my breath, show offs.
Everyone but you, Monk.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to roll this once more. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oops.
And we defeated the campaign. We're all set.
You now see a long black shape, kind of oval-like in shape, kind of just rise to the surface of the water in front of you, Bakar, and it lets out a very quiet hiss at a low tone, and you see two eyes kind of just look up at you.
Hmm.
I don't like that. Are they like reptilian or anything?
It does seem to be scaled. You can see just off the glint of light that's coming from the acidic pools behind you. For Guido, since I think you're the only one who cares, it is kind of dark in here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're in low light right now. You would
Yeah,
probably have disadvantage on attacks.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't have any sort of dark vision or any of that. Fun.
What am I looking at right here?
It looks like a plank that somebody had once used to get across, but it lays broken in the water.
Okay. Huh.
Can I use prestidigitation to make a small light?
I don't know. I think you can create like a flash of light, but nothing that would be sustained.
I wasn't sure because it says the duration is up to an hour.
I think you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Okay.
So if there
You
were
can
any torches in
basically
around,
Jubilee.
yeah. So you could uh, light a torch if you had one in your kit.
Everyone was
Would
able to retrieve their adventuring gear, so if you had that in your packs when you picked them up out of the kind of like the item storage room in the guards
Yeah.
shack, then you would
Yeah.
have them now.
Yeah, I'll light a torch. I think I have one.
okay. I have a
And
candle. I don't have torches.
And I believe as torches, hold on, I have it on my thing here. A torch is 20 feet of bright light and then another 20 feet of dim light. So just keep
Yeah.
that in mind, Guido.
Who has the torch right now?
Me. Meow meow.
Okay.
Um.
I appreciate the light. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I figure even for the people that have lower light vision, it's going to be difficult seeing in water.
Yes. But it seems that these two reptilian shapes are not really moving and they're staying above water for the most part.
I'm going to spend a key point for Step of the Wind to try and jump across here.
Okay, does that aid in any checks or anything like that?
Yeah, so well, like if it were in combat, I get to take a disengage or a dash as a bonus action, but my jump distance is doubled for the turn.
Oh, okay. I don't remember how to calculate jump, but I would assume you would be able to make it
Yeah,
no problem.
I think I have enough. Like if I were to spend the key, like I have enough to get a running start, which gives you like 1.5 normally. But if this is going to double it, it has something to do with your height and all that. But I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, and as you jump across, one of these clear crocodiles now snaps at you and misses with its clap of jaws in the air. They're both now kind of swirling and getting riled up, and I would call it initiative now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kidoke. Oh wow.
Don't forget that D8.
I just
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And I got an 8 on it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready, DM.
One moment, it's being a pain. There we are. Okay.
Oh, we can enter it ourselves, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I have two. That didn't do it correctly at all. Okay then.
Yeah. Thanks,
Bear with me.
my time turtle friend.
No problem.
Okay, did that fill it?
It's funny that you're a time mage as a turtle.
My time has come.
It's my time to shine.
Okay, we're just missing the car's initiative, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah, normally I get a +3 to my initiative, so it turned my 17 into a 20, and then I got a +8 on your. Does this just stay with me, or do I keep using that 8, or is it burned?
Let me check, make sure. I believe you just have it for 8 hours.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
You touch a willing creature for the duration. The target can add 1d8 to its initial rolls. Duration is 8 hours, and it's not concentration.
Nice. Cool. Coolsies.
Dunamancy has some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Are we like? These guys are huge, right? Like, we shouldn't screw around.
I mean, there's 2 crocodiles. That's up to you.
Like, okay, all right. I gotta read a little bit. Okay. All right. I know what I'm gonna do. Are we ready?
Okay, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna step over here, and then I'm gonna summon. I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points, and I'm going to twin a 2nd level chromatic orb.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's huge, and it's right next to Camellia, whose body is much smaller than this crocodile.
Much smaller. Yes, she could easily disappear within the maw of this crocodile.
Yeah, so it's I'm going to be weaving from it's almost like a cats in the cradle situation with that yarn orb, and then normally the chromatic orb will form only one orb, but then it splits in half, and now it's like 2 balls like orbiting each other.
Ah, like mitosis.
Indeed. That die is lost forever. It fell on the floor. Okay. It is 23 to hit on the first one.
That hits, yes.
And then the second one is a 19 to hit.
That hits as well.
All right. The energy types for it are going to be cold. I'm going to do cold for both.
Okay.
Because I think like crocodiles kind of have that thing of like slower metabolism when they get kind of chilly.
Cat scientist. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like sees all the permutations. All right, so 5, 1, and 7 for so it's going to be 18 for the first chromatic orb.
Wow. Okay.
And then the second one is going to be for 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 6. So that's going to be 16 for the next one. So
Maybe
total, it's going to be 34 damage.
Wow.
Of cold.
Are they have to be against different targets, correct?
No, you can shoot the same one.
Oh, okay. Well, this one's
Let me just double check the twinning attribute.
Well, dang.
Oh, you're right. It looks like, okay, so you spend sorcery points equal to the spell's level, and then target a second creature in the range of the same spell, as long as the spell is at the level. Okay, so yeah, okay, so yeah, you're right. It would be the 2 different two different crocodiles. So the
Okay.
one closest to me would be 18, and the second one would be 16.
Okay, yeah, you just blast both of them and like you freeze their maws shut for a minute until they finally break through them and they just seem completely torn where you hit them. You see exposed bone in the jawline and a lot of scales have been blown back. It's not looking good for either of them.
And I don't know if the cold does anything. It doesn't specify that as a slowing attribute in my spell. So
Yeah, I think it's just a different damage type.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, Chikan Tendi, it's your turn.
I'm gonna just throw a dart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See these gross things. Don't want to get back in the water. Seems like a bad plan. Oh, just realize the darts are covered in filth and slime with a 7, and just sort of completely miss my throw.
Okay, yeah, you see it kerplunk in the water next to one of the crocodiles.
And I guess I will move up to there, and that's me.
Okay, it's now Bakar's turn.
Has it been 20 minutes since the Maggot Games?
Since what? I'm sorry.
The Maggot Games.
I would imagine it's only been 10 or so minutes.
So I have 10 minutes left on Armor of Agathis.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a melee attack on this one with Greatsword.
Okay.
8 does not hit, does it?
It doesn't.
That's me then.
Okay, so you take your great sword in both hands and you kind of cleave at the water, and just like that, the crocodile rather just sinks in a little bit, kind of reeling back in order to bite your hands as it swings by, and causing you to miss. Camellia, it's your turn.
Actually, I think it was one of the crocodiles' turn, but when you got rid of it before it fell out of the initiative order.
It's fine. You can go. They're dead.
Okay.
You're good.
So I'm going to take aim at the crocodile closest to me with my hand crossbow and try to hit it around the same area where it was hit by the chromatic orb.
Okay. You know that it is disadvantaged to attack something with a ranged attack that's in melee range.
Okay.
So just know that when you roll.
I just don't want to move back and give it an opportunity.
I don't blame you. It is a crocodile.
So that's a 19 to hit.
Okay, you hit it.
And I actually located dice, so
Oh, cool.
it's going to be 9.
9 damage. Okay, and that is enough to kill it.
Woo!
And it goes belly up and starts floating downstream. Okay, Guido, it's your turn. Your light, you are currently in the bright light, but the 5 feet around you is the distance at which it turns into dim light.
For whatever it was worth, I probably had to drop the torch onto the ground for whatever it's worth, because I was using both hands to cast my spell.
Okay.
So would I have like disadvantage or anything to attack this crocodile,
5,
or would
10,
it still be good?
15. No, you can see just enough of it.
Okay. Firebolt then, since I don't have to get any closer to it.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Okay. Yeah,
9 fire damage.
and that is enough to kill it.
It's nice and crispy.
Yes. You've successfully defeated 2 different crocodiles in their home habitat. Okay, we are out of initiative.
All right, so I pick up the torch, and I'm kind of making my way a little closer, to Guido, so you
Okay.
can see what's going on.
If you want to jump to this side, I'll catch you.
Yeah, I take a little. It's not slick, right? It's not gross.
Yeah, it's dry there. You didn't really need anyone's help to jump across, but you
Okay.
can jump into his arms if you like.
Just for flair.
Yep, I'll attempt to do so. 19.
Yes, you just jump right into his giant scaly arms.
And then as the jump is happening, I use my expert sleight of hand to drop the torch into his hand and then slide free of his embrace without him even knowing it.
Just
And
what?
here you go, bye.
Wait.
He goes, "That's yours for now."
Oh, okay.
and just and I'm over here now.
Thank you, bye.
Yep.
Okay, you guys can still hear the drips coming from any moisture on the ceiling, and you hear the smashing in the acid pool room behind you. It seems relatively quiet where you are.
Once there's room on the other side, I'm going to try to jump across as well.
Okay, and you jump across quite easily.
Okay.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Would there be any way to? I basically I take notice of the broken board, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can attempt to use mending to repair it.
Ooh.
Now, mending has a range of touch.
Yeah, so I would have to try to get Chicken Tendy to throw us the other half of the board so that I can try to lay it out flat to then paw over it with my cat magic.
Yes. So, Chicken Tendy, if you want to throw that over, how about you just make an athletics check?
Sure. 11.
That's good enough to get it over there.
Okay.
It kind of clambers up against the side, but you're able to get it.
And I look over at Bakar and I'm like, could you help me with this? Fish it
I'll,
out of the water, the other part out of the water.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick it out of the water.
Okay. And then
Okay.
we attempt to lay it flat so I can like cat pat it with mending magic.
Yeah, the broken ends
Pat.
fit
Yeah.
pretty well. There's obviously a couple shards that just aren't present anymore. But more or less, it's a good fix, and within I believe it takes 10 minutes.
The
You're
casting
able.
time is 1 minute.
Okay, so within the 1 minute, you're able to just mend the wooden seam back into one solid piece. That said, it is a sturdy wood, but I mean, looking at Guido, he should probably not use it.
Mm,
Everyone else looks like they'd fit fine.
I'm like, and I just do the tiniest little cat paws, and I look up at him with like my big cat eyes, and I go, "Good luck," and I cross the board.
I can flip.
Okay, the board being kind of unstable, I need you to make an acrobatics check, and everyone else who follows.
I got a 16.
Okay, you make it across just fine.
I would need someone to take the torch before they walked over because I'm gonna swim across.
I'll take it when I go over.
Okay.
And that being said, I want to cross.
Okay, make your acrobatics check.
12.
That just barely gets you over.
Whew.
One of your hoofs kind of slips a little bit, and the wood plank teeters, and you're able to catch yourself just in time. Any performance worse than that probably would have netted you some wet clothes.
Well, anytime
That
not in
leaves
the water is
me.
a good time.
Good job.
Guido, go ahead and make an athletics check to pull yourself up.
I'll try and give him a hand.
Okay, make
That's a
so
natural
wooden. Okay, yeah, you just
Yeah. I
heave yourself
reach
right out of
down
the
to
water
help
with
you,
one
and
arm.
you just swat my hand.
20. I got this.
Now, Guido, tell me, what kind of spell book do you have?
No,
I have a leather-bound spellbook.
it's
So-
waterproof, is what you say.
So a wet one.
Would I have been able to hold it above my head?
Let's make a retroactive athletics check to see if you can swim well enough with one arm.
I'm going to use my final, what is it, chronal shift to re-roll that, because that was a 2.
Going back in time to unswim.
A 10.
A 10.
A 10.
So you still go under with your book.
God
I could have made sand it, but yep. Good luck.
damn. I have a wet spellbook now.
I can. We can probably dry it.
Oh, does that mean the other book that I got is wet too? That was in my bag?
Yes. Upon a quick inspection, once you get up there, the pages aren't torn, ripped out, or missing, but they're soaked and kind of sticking together, and a lot of the ink is smudged. It looks like in order to gain any effectiveness from the spellbook, you'll have to let it dry.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna make my roll to get across.
Okay.
15.
Okay, yeah, you walk the plank as if you were a natural-born pirate. Okay.
Good job, team.
Yes. Okay. Continuing south, you take note of all the empty wall sconces. Whoever has been down here hasn't replaced any of the torches. The cobwebs grow thicker as you go through this sewer. Nothing but the average house spider and recluse,
Ugh.
but it's definitely webby and gross.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's any like weird little things hidden while we go through here?
What do you mean by weird little things?
I don't know, like anything cool on the ground.
Okay, so just general investigation.
Yeah, I want to find cool stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Some sewer knickknacks.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a 5.
You do see a few glittery conch shells,
Ooh.
about the size of your hand. They seem silvery in nature, and upon a quick recollection of memory, they look like a very small version of the snails.
Ah.
Other than
Ooh.
that, you don't really see anything that sticks out to you.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay. You take one, and out from the shell pops 4 little eye stalks that kind of just look at you and wiggle around.
It's a baby.
And
He's gonna be my new friend.
the little infantile flails kind of just slap at your hand playfully.
I love him.
What a fun buddy.
That's the best 5 I've ever rolled. I'm gonna just set him in my little pouch, keep him safe.
Okay.
But he's coming with me.
Okay. You guys see a staircase that leads a flight upward in this direction, and there's a soft glow of what seems to be some sort of candlelight.
Hmm.
Look at Bakar and say, "Hey, yeah, how do you feel about leading the way up the stairs?"
Bakar, how much damage did you take? Not a lot?
Earlier, I'm only missing 2 points of
Oh,
health
never mind then.
and missing temporary hit points. Speaking of, how long since we got in this room?
I would say you're defrosted by now.
Gotcha.
Upon entering that stairwell, what's your passive perception?
10.
Okay, never mind. Everything's normal.
I have a 13. If that makes any difference.
Once you catch up to Bakar, you
Yep.
hear what sounds like the breaking of bone and chewing of meat.
I put a hand on Bakar's back and let him know that there's definitely something grisly up ahead.
Then you hear like deep guttural barks from one source to another, like gnashing of just growling noises. It's hard to explain. Think of an angry bear, but it sounds more deep, more bellowy.
Hmm.
Seems to be two sources bickering almost in whatever language they're using.
Well, that
All right.
doesn't sound fun.
Does anyone here speak giant?
Oh.
No.
No.
Okay.
Are they the infernal giants?
I'm sorry, what?
Are they infernal giants?
No. Bakar, upon entering the top of the stairwell there, you see two large green characters bickering over a split midsection of some robed creature that they seem to have made a victim of. They are fighting over the limbs and kind of just tugging at this dangling torso between them, trying to slap at one another for the food.
Coolsies.
We don't want to go this way.
Where else can we
It's the only way
go?
to go.
You're right.
I feel like this is the way out, unfortunately.
This is the way.
If there's big scaries, then it means we're getting close.
I've played a video game before. What's a video game?
You also see a couple different corpses floating in the water, just kind of dangling in the subtle waves being created by the soft green waterfall coming right next to where you are. Uh, a lot of broken furniture floating, and down the stream there is a clear sign of some sort of broken timber.
I could attempt to. There's really no. Maybe I can't. I can only throw it about 30 feet. But I was thinking I could kind of like set up a distraction to see if they would wander away, but I'm too far away. So sorry about that.
How is everyone approaching?
I'm following the car. I let him know. It's like, I got your back, bud.
When I came into the room, I swapped from greatsword to scimitar and shield.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare my crossbow. Actually, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want them to know we're here.
Now,
I
are they
prepared
both
my
on the
fist.
middle?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Are they on the bridge in the middle, like above the water?
They're both kind of like half and half. They're on the beginnings of the bridge.
Oh,
You
they're
can
on.
definitely see this wooden makeshift bridge start to bow with their weight in the middle.
I could shatter the bridge, and then they might be able to. They might fall into the water. I don't know if that would be worth it. Does the water appear to be deep, or is it?
Uh,
shallow?
It's about the same as it was in the previous room, which was enough to conceal crocodiles.
Okay. So maybe that might give us a bit of an advantage, and I can fire that off at 60 feet. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Because I can cast Shatter on the bridge. And then if that were to shatter, they might fall into the water.
You know more about spells than I do, little cat man.
Little cat woman, sir.
Catwoman. Catwoman. Yep. Meow meow.
Meow meow. Right there. Turkey.
Are any of the dead bodies close to the puddling water or whatever?
What do you mean puddling water?
Like right near where we are.
That's like an outlet, like a barely a foot tall waterfall almost. They're bobbing in the stream, more or less in place where they are.
So I think we can, like, if that's a good move for you guys, I think we can fire this off, and I can aim my shatter, which is a 10-foot radius, on the center of that bridge, and it should hit both of the giants. And if it collapses, they might fall in the water.
Yeah, but arguably, only one of them can fit on either side at a time. And if they're both in the water, I would assume they can hit us on land pretty easily, especially if we're all stuck on one side.
They
We all
would
have to
take,
stay on one side.
they potentially would take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, just as a point of reference.
Well, go for it then.
Bakar, what is your passive stealth? It would be 8 plus your dex plus proficiency if you're proficient.
Said 8
Yes.
would be it. I got 0 dex and I've got 0 proficiency in stealth.
Okay.
I actually
So-
have disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha. So they both rolled a 14 and 13 for perception, and they both have a passive of 12. So they have now, even though they each have a wrist in mouth of the same torso, they both turn their heads, waving their dreads through the air just to meet your gaze.
Lady
And
in the
they-
Tramp.
Correct. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's manslaughter. So
Do you want me to fire?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to use Shatter.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pinpoint it right on the center of the bridge, but it's a 10-foot radius sphere, so it should hit the bridge and both of the giants.
Okay. The AC for wood is 15.
Well, it would be a save.
Okay. I'm gonna guess wood fails the save.
Yeah.
Okay. And I believe Shatter does double damage to structures, correct?
Yeah. A creature made of inorganic materials has disadvantage on the saving throw. Non-magical. I don't see anything specifically that says it does double.
It's mostly just against stuff that's stone or crystal. Like that's traditionally what it's always been.
Yeah.
Let me just double check.
Non-magical object that isn't being warded or carried takes the damage if it's in the spell area.
Yeah, so wood would count at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no double damage or anything, but
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely going to hit it.
It will take the full brunt without a saving throw of whatever
Yeah.
the thunder damage is. So the giants need to make a DC 13 con save.
Okay. Con saves. That's a 14 and a 23.
Holy F. Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
go ahead and roll damage, at least for the bridge.
Well, they do take half, even
Oh,
on
okay.
a successful one.
Gotcha.
All right. So 6, 5, 8. Yes. Okay. All right. So 6, 5,
Uh,
8 is 19.
just one moment. I'll be right back.
Yep. So I think I blew up that bridge. So
Maybe. It doesn't look very sturdy.
yeah.
So I think in this time, while we're waiting for our great DM to come back, we should come up with a beautiful name for the new snail.
Um.
The first thing that came to mind is Chippy, but that's like a lowbrow effort right there.
I was gonna say the really excellent movie with Kevin Costner called Tin Cup.
Sorry about
Tin
that.
Cup?
My DoorDash
Yep,
got
Tin
here.
Cup. It's got Renee Russo and Kevin Costner.
I think that's a great name. So Paul,
Isn't that
the
a
baby
cult?
snail's name is Tin Cup.
I love it. I love it. That's canon. Okay. Sorry. Excuse me. I am now back. How much damage was it?
It would be 19 damage.
Okay, so the bridge shatters. It is now just planks floating in the water. I'm gonna roll a dex save or dex check, whatever, for these two trolls. That's a 19 and a 7. So this one falls into the water while this one is able to back away, and they both take half damage, correct?
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be rounded down, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be
pretty common.
for 9.
8 or yes, you're correct. 9. Okay.
And for whatever it's worth, it was thunder, so I don't know if that creates any sort of awareness of any other entities.
Okay. You see like their skin kind of like ripples from the thunderous impact and the bridge shatters and one completely collapses into the water with the logs and planks and the other one is thrown towards the wall on the other side and I would say we'd have to roll initiative now.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I tried to do something cool.
Okay. That didn't really go the way I wanted it to. There we go. Wow, okay.
All right.
Don't forget that beautiful D8.
I know it was a 6. I'm ready. I can put it in. I don't see our characters, Paul, in the turn order.
mm,
Let me just add yous.
Are you eating, Paul?
No.
Are you eating a whole bag of Twizzlers?
Actually, no.
All right, so I got 11 plus 3 plus 6 is 20.
0 dex, Paul.
I'm sorry, what?
0 dex for me.
Oh, I
I
can't believe I have more than you. Okay.
I have a plus 3 to my dex, so
Well, look at you.
I'm a nimbly bimbly cat.
All the way at the top again.
Hey, I have a plus 3s, and I got this super die.
Okay,
so
meow
good.
meow. You saw what happened. The bridge is busted.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna fire off a. I'm gonna fire off a chromatic orb. Just a single.
Okay.
A single orb.
Single and ready to mingle.
Yep. And I am going to. Do we know anything of? I'm actually. I don't know if it matters, but I'm going to tailor this chromatic orb to be lightning, and I'm going to fire it at the one that's in the water.
Make an attack with advantage.
Okay.
Just because I really like it when people think of stuff like that.
Nat 20,
Wow. Okay.
and I had a plus 5 anyway, but yeah. It was actually really bad on the first one, so thanks for the advantage. So what do I do on a spell when it crits?
You would still just double the damage.
Double the die.
Yeah, the dice. Yes.
Double the dice. Okay.
It's pretty rare you add a flat number to damage with a spell. So.
Yep.
Screw you, Brian.
Hey,
Okay. So I got 18, and then they would double to be 36.
Wow. Okay, so you just almost in like cartoon fashion, the outline of this creature goes black, and you see its skeleton sometimes, and it's just like. So how much was it? 30 something.
36.
Wow.
I got a 5, 5, and 8.
Yeah, it's not doing so hot. Okay. It's completely dazed at this point. All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No. I don't really want to leave this because this hallway seems to provide some amount of protection.
Hallway of safety.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, it's now that troll's turn, and due to his size, I'm just going to let him climb right out of the water. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, it's close. Of course, I only have a 5-foot range. Gonna just do this real quick. I'm going to... I'm gonna dash. I'm just gonna go right there, right in front of you. And I'm gonna end my turn right there. Now it is Bakar's turn.
All right, well, that changes things. Can I sneak to the other side of him? Well, not really sneak, but squeeze.
I would let you like move past him, but you wouldn't be able to like stop in the wall.
No, I mean like right there.
Yeah, okay.
And that's the one that just took a truckload of damage, right?
Yes, a metric truckload, yes.
Yep. That hot cat action.
it was electrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite shocking.
So I'm gonna make an attack at him. $21 hit.
Does 21 hit? Yes. Most things, really.
It's a giant, so I'm just asking. That's a 5.
5 damage?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, this is going to go well. Okay, that is your turn. It is now the other troll's turn. Let me see here.
Jumping in. Jump in that
10,
water.
20, 30.
Would it lose any speed trying to get out of the water?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I forgot that bridge wasn't there.
Yep.
So it's going to jump into the water. Just right about there. And then I would say it takes like 10 feet of its movement to get out. So it's just able to get out. And it's going to ready an attack. And you all see it visibly just kind of like winding up for a swipe. Okay, Guido, it's your turn.
Can I get up to where like Chicken Tendy is? Or can you not share spaces like that?
You can't like stop in somebody's space unless you're a swarm of rot grubs. But you could like get in front of them if you really want to do that.
You could hold and wait until I move.
I can't hold movement though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could hold until I take my turn, though. Is all I'm saying. You could. It'd screw up your initiative order, so it's up to you.
Yeah, could I hold until after he goes?
Just hold your initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, and your plan is to go after Chicken Tendy?
Correct.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you there in the initiative then. All right, Camellia, it's your turn.
So I would be able to go in front of Chicken Tendy, yeah?
Yeah, you have enough room to get there.
Okay, so I want to do that and then disengage to not get an attack of opportunity on me
Okay.
and go into the water.
Okay, so go like here and then disengage into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, and just like the previous room, it's like a 3.5 foot lip.
Okay, and I think I have enough speed that I could get to the other side and try to climb out.
Yeah, you can use your action to make an athletics check out of there.
Okay. That would be only 7.
You're slipping on the side there, so you're unable to make it up.
Okay.
In the heat of the moment, climbing isn't very, it doesn't seem important to your muscular structure.
In the heat of the moment.
Thank
Oh,
you.
what? Oh, never mind. All done.
All right then, Chicken Tendy, it's your turn.
I'm going to step up and unleash an ultimate flurry of Twitch Prime punches.
Okay.
So I need to burn a key point and do flurry of blows, which should give me 3 attacks, but also would trigger the Way of the Drunken Master, which would let me disengage with a bonus 10 feet of movement.
Okay, how slippery of you.
Yes. So I guess we'll see how many punches and whether or not this thing stays up. So
One moment. You guys notice that Camellia is like, even though the water's up to her shoulder line here, she's able to stand. Just so you guys know,
sure.
that's about how deep the water is.
So first is a 22.
Okay, that hits. Yeah.
6.
Okay,
11.
that does not hit.
What? Am I flanking, or do I have advantage because of the car?
Yes, if you can draw a
Okay.
straight line through it, yes.
Yeah. So 19 on the second one then.
Okay, that'll hit.
Another 5
Okay,
and 21. So another 6.
not bad at all. Okay,
And then I will disengage Drunken Wander to here.
okay. Well met. Okay, you noticed that you did quite a bit of damage just bruising the hell out of this thing's back. Just punching him right in the ass. Just
Got really worked those glutes.
yeah, you
All,
worked.
all those Twitch Prime punches.
Yeah.
Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime.
All right, Guido, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Ah, very clever.
Is
It's a prime missile.
Prime Missile.
Yes, Twitch Prime Missile.
Twitch Prime missile.
So I'm gonna do 2 at this first one, and then the third at the last one.
Okay.
So the first one deals 5 damage,
Okay.
and then an additional 2 damage, and then 4 damage to the one back.
All right. The one in the back, like you hit it square in right in the temple, and it kind of just swats at its own head, trying to swat whatever bug it is that just landed on it. He seems more or less annoyed. All right then. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Nope, I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Meow meow. It's up to you again.
DM. It
Yes.
is about 9 o'clock. Do we
Yes.
want to do a break?
It's up to you guys. I'm okay with a break if you want to. We are at the top of the turn order, however.
Are we cool with slogging through combat and then taking a break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
With the way you guys are going, it'll only take an hour or so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know.
All right. It says here on my sheet that I can burn. Oh wait, hold on a second. Maybe I might have misread it. So I'm a little confused about how Font of Magic works.
Oh, turning sorcery points into spell slots?
Yeah, I can do it as a bonus action, and it says it just says generic spell slots. So can I regain a second level spell slot
I
by
believe if you
using?
have enough. Yeah, I believe if you have enough points creating spell slots, you can transform unexpended sorcery points into one spell slot as a bonus action on your turn. The created spell slots vanish at the end of the long rest. The creating spell slots table shows the cost of creating a spell slot of a given level. You can create spell slots no higher in level than 5th. What level are you trying to
I was
make?
trying to. I only have one sorcery point left, and I was
Oh,
trying
okay.
to. I was trying to regain a second level.
Okay, you would need 3 points for a second level spell.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
All
2
right.
for first, 3 for second, 5 for third, 6 for fourth, 7 for fifth.
Okay. Thanks. All right. Cool. I think I'm going to. I'm going to conserve what I've got left. And I'm going to use my crossbow.
Okay.
Do I need to? Do I need to move ahead of my turtle friend to be able to
Dude,
fire a bolt?
yeah, due to your height, you can't really see it.
Okay. And he takes up the whole span of the hallway.
Yeah, enough that you wouldn't be able to share space.
Oh, goodness gracious. I really can't do much with someone blocking my whole field of view. And I don't really want to run out there to get smashed. Oh, crap. I think I'm just gonna. That's dumb too. Sorry, everybody.
Everyone, I apologize for everything.
Yeah, everything sucks. Sorry, I'm a dumb cat.
Dump cat. You're a dump cat.
I'm a dumb
Live
cat,
like
sir.
you live in the trash.
All right,
Some sort of junkyard cat.
that's hurtful.
Heathcliff.
True. All right. All right. Well, cool. I guess I'll just do nothing.
Would you like to hold an action?
Yeah,
Or ready
I
an
guess.
action, rather?
Yeah. Because I need to wait for my turtle frangito to move a little bit so I can fire my crossbow, and
Okay.
I can't do it with zero line of sight, and I can't move forward because I would get squished. So,
Yeah.
Be able to like shoot through my legs or anything like that.
like, I am tiny. I can't just like crawl in between his legs and then fire through his legs.
Yeah, I would say you could drop prone and then make an attack at range, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna be aiming for leggies.
Okay.
Hey, you never know. That might be the
Don't
final.
sit down.
Might be the final points of damage necessary to take this behemoth down. All right, it's just a straight roll, no advantage, disadvantage?
It would just be a straight roll at this
Juncture.
range, yes.
All right. I got a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. 4 7 damage.
Okay. And you see your bolt kind of impact its kneecap, and it seems bothered by it. But that's about as far as it goes when it comes to a reaction.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair. And then I kind of like shimmy back and then get back on my feet.
Okay. All right then. It is now that very troll's turn, and it's going to look back at you and then continue its advance against Bakar. And it's just going to
To be
swat.
fair, here's the funny part. He doesn't even really see me because I have I have Guido in the way. So he just thought of arrows come out from
Arrow?
nowhere.
Yeah. Some weird arrow turtle. All right, it's going to make 3 attacks, 1 bite and 2 claws. The bite is a 24,
That hits.
6 piercing. First claw is a 25 for 8 slashing. And then the next claw is a 13. That misses, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so yes, 6 and then 8. And this. Guido, you notice that the bruises on its back that were left by Chicken, they've started to kind of heal. You see damage starting to revert back to a healthy state.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All
Fire.
right.
Yep.
That is his turn. It is now Bakar's turn. If you'd like to get revenge.
All right. Bonus action first. I would like to cast Sanctuary on Meow Meow.
Hmm.
Okay.
What does that do?
You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends, which is 1 minute. The creature must make a Wisdom saving throw before they attack you. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or just lose the attack, including spells. But it doesn't protect against AoE.
Okay, so it would know that something is warding it from that creature, right?
I believe so.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to know like what intelligence level I would have to play at here.
Normally, wait. If the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell, deals the spell. Nope. It doesn't say that it would know.
Okay. All right then.
So I'm a little partially shielded then.
Correct.
Okay.
Did you drop your shield to do that?
Until you deal damage.
Until I deal damage. Okay.
It is verbal thematic.
Yes, and material, a small silver mirror, or your casting focus.
Focus.
Okay, so which hand let something hit the floor? Well, I guess
say the
rather,
shield
what is your focus?
would just be my holy symbol. It's an emblem.
Okay, all right then. All right, so your symbol glows around your neck, and you cast Sanctuary on Chicken Tendy, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And yeah, that is good, especially for you, you squishy dwarf. All right, now I'm guessing you're gonna try and hit somebody with something.
Yeah. Scimitar attack on the wounded one,
Okay.
and I do not have advantage. Correct.
No, not quite yet.
15 hit.
A 15?
Correct.
Yep, it meets it.
That's an 8.
Okay, 8 slashing damage. You open a good wound in its chest right after it battered you around for a little bit in retaliation. And you see like a sludgy, dark red ooze come from the wound. And it is now the other troll's turn. The troll is going to try and bust the pillar in front of it.
Troll, huh?
Yeah. I've said it like 7 times.
Yep.
Yeah, troll, huh? Yeah.
Troll, huh?
Okay. So
I'm a
he's going
dwarf. I would probably
and
know that these are trolls.
troll in the dungeon. All right, that'll hit the pillar. 6, and then 1 claw.
So
That'll
what you're
hit 12.
saying
All
is
right, so
these are
he
trolls.
he kind of like gnashes his teeth against the pillar and then swipes it with a backhanded claw, and that's just enough to break this pillar. And you see the rubble come down, and he's going to make his final claw attack against Bakar, which he misses, of course. But Bakar, he has definitely alerted you to his presence.
That sucks.
Yeah, Camellia, it's your turn.
Okay, so just as a quick question, does me trying to get up count as my movement if that's all I'm doing, or is it just my full action?
Um, I'll say it's like contested movement. Like the check is part of the movement.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to pull myself up onto the ledge again then
Okay.
as my movement. That'll be a 17.
You learned your lesson from last time, and you're able to find the correct handhold to pull yourself up.
Awesome. And then once I'm on solid ground, I'd like to take aim and shoot a crossbow bolt at this guy right here.
Okay, and that guy is probably going to get hit by it. Yeah.
10.
Okay. Apparently not. Your hands are still a little slippery from being wet, and you just miss.
This is why I wanted to stay out of the water.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, I guess that's my move there.
Okay. Chikon Tendi, it's your turn. Back against the wall.
Is there any knowledge or some sort of check I could make to know what the weakness to trolls is and let my party members know?
Choose nature, history, or I would even say arcana.
I'll go with nature. It seems like something. Chicken Tendy's pretty dumb, so this might not go well. It's still an 11.
Um, you don't know exactly what this is, but you
Okay.
do know that the attacks it's receiving are healing. But that's pretty much the
Yeah,
duration of your knowledge on it.
sure. I'm just gonna keep wailing away on it then. Give it a
Okay.
couple more good old punches to this guy right there.
Okay.
And that's definitely flub.
That
And
flubbed.
bonus
Yeah.
attack 14.
And that misses as well.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna shoulder up with the car a little better, I guess. Not that
All
it really
right.
changes much.
Back to back. Where's the support? All right, Guido, it's your turn.
How's this one looking?
They the one nearest to you looks terrible. The one in the back looks just as bad as you found it.
Okay. Um, I'm going to, I guess, try just a firebolt against this first one for now. Yeah.
All right.
That'll be a 22 to hit,
That hits.
7 fire damage.
Okay. You You strike him right in the back of his head with the firebolt, and some of the dreads just go right up in flame, and dissipate, fall off, and ash away. And this flame continues to burn on the back of his head, almost as if he were made of wax.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Looking behind me, seeing that Meow Meow can't really see, I'm just gonna kind of drop prone so he can like see around me.
Okay. Just
Well,
excuse me.
I actually had a plan for next time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I got some feedback from the chat.
okay. Never mind then.
Really?
I'll stay up.
Okay.
Oh, I think I know what you're doing.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious.
All right, Meow Meow. It's then your turn.
Okay, so I am. How tall is my time turtle friend?
They're about 5.5, sometimes 6 feet tall. They're not as big as the average person.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm 5'5".
Oh, so like, are you wearing anything on your back?
Just my turtle shell.
All right, so I'm going to attempt to climb up your back and try to get on your shoulder.
Okay. Just go ahead and make a free acrobatics check for me.
Can I aid him in any way, shape, or form, like using
Just-
a reaction?
Be absolutely still.
Yeah. you you can react by taking away his disadvantage on your slippery wet shell.
Okay.
Well, I do
Aid
have
him with a
claws.
hand.
Yeah, I am a cat, and cats are really good at climbing up legs and torsos. So I don't know.
How about you just give him advantage then? He makes a good point.
All right. You said free. Does that mean anything, or is it just
It would be part of
acrobatics?
any sort of movement. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Just regular or with advantage?
with advantage due to
Okay.
your feline abilities.
Okay. I got 19 plus 3 is 22.
Okay, you're right up on his shoulder.
Okay. And then I kind of take like this side step, and I'm weaving my magic from my crystal yarn ball, and I'm gonna I remember something vague that trolls, which I don't know where it came into my head that these are probably trolls, and then I'm gonna shape my chromatic orb to be, it's a level 1. I'm gonna shape it to be acid.
Acid. Okay.
So let me just find out. Oh wait, do I have acid as a? Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
acid's one of them.
Yeah, it's weird what it's not and what is.
Right.
Okay, so I rolled a 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then I got an 8, a 3, and another 8. So that's 19 acid damage.
Wow. And you unleash a laser-like spray of acid towards the flame that Guido has placed on the back of its head. And after a few moments of contact, you start to be able to see through the skull of this thing as you've opened a perfect hole in its head, and it just drops to the ground in front of Bakar and Chicken Tendy.
It had a lot on its mind, but not anymore.
Ah!
One hell of an acid trip.
I know. Yeah, there you go.
That is the
And there we
chandelier
go.
of lines.
Do I have any problem with, because of my basically super lightweight body? Can I just stay on his shoulder, like if I continually do checks?
Yeah, with the continued check, I would allow it. Yeah, which would be
Okay.
acrobatics each time.
Okay. All right. And then I say we I think we're pretty good in this hallway. We might want to stay here. So and then I'll pass my turn.
Okay, Bakar, it's your turn.
I let out a sigh that guy's gone, and I'll grab my shield back. As my action, I'm going to lay on hands myself
Okay.
for 15 points.
Okay.
I don't have a bonus action.
I am rapidly
Okay.
losing spell slots, though.
I only have a second level slot left.
I have one level 1 left.
All right. I'm going to be as fair as possible here. Evens is Bakar. Odds is Chicken Tendy. And that's odds. Okay. All right. So Chicken Tendy's about to take a bite attack. Let's see how it goes. A
That's
19?
Sanctuary on, right? Or was that Meow?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So I have to make a save, right?
Yep.
No, it was lost when attacks were made.
Okay, I got you.
Even though he missed,
What's that?
That's
Yeah. How's that work? If I got to save, I'll save or something.
because didn't Chicken Tendy's attacks miss?
If the
The-
warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to other creatures, the spell ends.
Oh, okay.
so it ended. I attacked. I just unsuccessfully attacked.
Okay, then. And you take 6 piercing because of it. Why you got to be so mean?
Okay,
And then does an 18 hit?
an 18 does hit.
All right, a 20 hits as well. So that's 15 slashing and another 15 slashing.
I am down.
Wow. So you just see him like take Chicken Tendy's head right in his mouth, which is really funny now that I think about it. And he just swipes him with both hands, and he's just laying there unconscious on the ground next to Bakar.
And I yell out, Tendy, no!
Camellia, it's your turn.
Okay, so hopefully this helps a little bit. Chicken Tendy is within 60 feet, so I'm going to cast Healing Word at second
Okay.
level.
Oh, nice.
So that is 2d4 plus. It says my spell casting ability modifier. Which one is that?
Whatever spell list you put Healing Word under. What class do you have? You're
What-
Bard and something else, correct?
Just Bard.
Oh, then it would be Charisma. Your Charisma modifier added to the 2d4.
Okay. Which is 6. So that's 9 points of healing.
Okay.
I dust myself off. Can't get rid of me that easily.
Your Charisma modifier is 4.
Oh, it is? I thought it was.
I think you were looking at your spell
6.
attack modifier. Let me look. Yeah, your spell attack bonus is 6 because you add your proficiency. But your Charisma score is an 18, which would be a 4.
Okay, so then that would be 7.
Yeah, I'm just going to double check for you too. But yeah, so that your Charisma is a +4 modifier.
Oh yeah, I was looking at my saving throws, not my charisma modifier. Sorry.
Yeah, I've done that before. Okay, but still, Chicken Tendy is alive, and I mean, I'm going to say well just because he is drunk most of the time.
Yes.
Yeah, so all things considered, he's all right.
It's like a bad
Okay,
night.
that's your bonus action, correct? So what is your action?
I'm going to move over here a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna take aim and fire at the big dude with my crossbow.
Okay.
That's a 20, not natural.
Okay.
And that's 5 damage.
All right then. 5 damage. So you just sling a bolt into the back of his hide, and it sticks the landing. He seems relatively unfazed. Chicken Tendy, you do not have to make a death saving throw.
Perfect. I'm gonna burn up that last key point to drunken technique my way into a flurry of blows with a +10 movement disengage.
Wow.
So can I? I'm gonna try and get here so I get some advantage on some of these attacks.
Okay. So you just
If
skirt
that
around
works,
him real
right?
quick. Yeah,
Okay. And a 17
that hits.
for 3. Pretty weak.
Yes.
A crit. That would be a 24. And,
Wow. Okay. Yep. Make sure that damages 2 times. So yep, 4 and
yeah.
4.
Yep. And then the final attack, 18 for another 6.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you're
17.
whittling him away. He's
Yep.
looking black and blue on your end. Bakar is mostly blue, but he's looking black and blue. So okay, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Guido, it's all you. And you do
Uh,
have a cat on you.
I do, and I'm gonna follow his wishes and stay in the hallway and just hurl a firebolt at the troll.
Excuse me.
That is a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 10 fire damage.
Wow, not bad. He's sizzling with head of flame once again. Your pinpoint accuracy.
And that's everything for him. He doesn't have any bonus actions.
Okay, Guido, it's your turn. Or meow meow. Wow,
Okay.
reading the wrong names.
Do I need to roll anything to make sure I didn't fall off or anything like that?
Yep. You need to just make your acrobatics check. And do so
+3.
with advantage again, because you're a cat with claws.
Cat with claws. Cool.
Yep.
14.
Okay, that's enough to keep you on.
It's kind of like that unpleasant, like holding too, because my claws have to be a little sunk in.
It's like you're kneading him. It's not. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's not fun for either one of us. I feel like we can't really let our boys over here get roughed up too much more. Tendy went down.
I can approach if you want me to.
Nope.
I
we're
got
good. My orb's
got-
got a 90-foot range.
a strong burning hands I can lay on him.
Ooh. Do you
On
want
all of them.
Do you want to like I can probably jump off after I'm done firing, and then you can run up.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna fire another acid chromatic orb.
Okay.
I got a 23 to hit,
Oh yeah, that hits.
and then I'm gonna roll up some acid damage. 3, 8, 5. Okay. 16 acid damage.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, he's not looking good. He's kind of melty in some spots.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Gross.
he's dripping a little bit. It's not pleasant to look at.
And I will attempt to disengage from Guido.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of do a little back hop off of him, and it is now Bakar's turn.
Welcome to the DM.
Yes.
Can, as a free action, I swap weapons?
It is. Hold on. Drawing, stowing, weapons.
Because there's two ways that you look at it: what Merle says and what he wrote.
Well, I'm a big fan of 5e was a poorly written book, so
He says that you can drop your weapons and pull out another one without wasting your action.
It-
But the book says waste an action.
Ooh.
It's always been, I mean, adjudicate it however you will, but it's always been that you could drop as a free action, and then drawing a weapon was part of movement.
I'm fine with that because I don't plan on moving.
Yeah, for now we'll rule it like that. Hold on. I'm looking all over the internet. uh I don't see a problem with swapping. If you're going from like two-handed weapon to one-handed weapon, but you would probably have to drop your shield just because like I don't know how you're gonna bend your arms correctly.
That's what I was planning on doing anyway.
Okay, yeah. So like weapon to weapon is fine, but yeah, when it comes to shields, you'll have to at least drop the shield.
Okay, so I'm pulling out my greatsword, using my last spell slot to cast Thunderous Smite,
Okay.
then making my attack action with advantage, correct?
Yes, he is flanked.
23.
Ooh, that'll hit, no problem.
Oh,
13 slashing and 8 thunder.
thunder.
Ooh, he's not looking good at all. You cleave into him and you see a lot more than just organ.
Like what?
Like bone.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh. There's a
that.
skeleton hiding in him.
Oh man.
Oh no!
That's terrifying.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
I immediately run away.
I'm not here for that spooky.
That's what's
The-
in there.
The target needs to make a strength save of 13.
Okay. I have a +4, 16.
I didn't know it was that type of game. Why is it so spooky?
Nothing happens.
Okay, nothing happens except for my guts spill out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was hit with both fire and acid, and it is now my turn. Yeah, judging by that smite level hit, I'm gonna go ahead and make my attacks against you now. I'm gonna turn around, make my bite. That'll miss. Then my first claw, that'll hit. 14 slashing.
Oh my god.
I know it's nuts. And then I think my second claw hit or doesn't hit with a 13.
Yeah, I'm at an 18.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the 14 slashing, and he's gonna try and jump in the water, and you two see him moving away from you.
Oh yeah.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks. He's trying to get away.
We're giving him the old gnarled club. Oh,
21.
21 will hit. The
that's
11
so
doesn't
good.
though.
Yeah, that's so good.
Is the
'Cause
gnarled club the nickname of your fist?
It could be, but
11.
11.
Correct.
Okay, he's skating by. Yeah, he's like limping away. He's wading through the water now. Here, let's 5, 10, 15. And he got about that far. And that's the end of his turn. Camellia, you see him running away, flailing and screaming,
No.
organs spilling out. It's not pretty.
So I'm going to follow after him a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just double checking because I'm used to 3-5. You can use spells multiple times one day, yeah?
As long as you have the slots, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on him.
Oh, okay. And that's a save, correct?
Yes, it is, I believe. Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
All right, I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 15.
I don't think you needed to roll.
Oh, well,
What's your save DC?
14.
Okay,
So
so
it'd
I meets it beats it. So I'll take, I believe, half, right?
let me
Which,
see.
if you're rolling any more than one die, is probably enough to kill me.
Yeah, you take half damage.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your damage.
So that's just 3.
Oh wow, I cannot believe I'm
Yeah.
living. Wow. Okay, so
But
he's got
you are
literally
also pushed 10 feet, I think.
okay.
Go into the wall.
I was going
Yeah.
to say, does that mean you get shoved into the wall?
Yeah, so I get buffeted into the wall like that. You just throw me against the wall. Okay, wow, I'm at 1
It's just
health.
insult to injury at this
Yeah,
point.
this poor thing is trying his best to not drown on his way out. Okay, Chikan Tendi.
In the fashion of Captain Caveman, going to run after the troll and jump after him club first.
Okay.
Let's give him the old
Yes. Who?
club. Oh, and bonus. But I do get a bonus attack, but it has to be unarmed. So the second one's a 16.
So you hit him with the knee on the way down, and you kill him.
Is
I
that
get it.
is that the people's knee?
Yeah, the people's knee.
I thought it was the prime knee.
Ooh, prime
Could
twitch
be the
knee.
prime knee. Twitch prime, knee to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Okay. It's down. Its arms are out. It's kind of like floating in the water. Its legs still on the ground. It's
I'm going to light it. Well, can I light a torch, or am I done?
that would be your action and bonus action,
Okay,
Captain.
that's I figured.
Okay, Guido, it's technically your turn.
All right, I'm going to move over here, not close enough to do what I wanted to do. I'll just hit it with a quick firebolt to light it on fire.
Okay. It is incapacitated, so I believe it's like an auto crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Coup de grace.
Yeah, coup de grace. Correct. Okay, so you just see it like start to smolder in its own wounds, and it's just drifting in the wastes. And we are out of initiative. Let's take a break, guys.
Yay! Congratulations, everybody.
I'm glad you're And we're back. And moments from now, everyone's going to be dead except for me because I'm an infinite number of tokens. Anyway, so we last left off with the two trolls finally meeting their demise within this sewer cavern combo. Our players dispatched them quite efficiently, not before the bridge was destroyed by one of them. So now they lay at the edges of this sewage river, looking at what seems to be a well lit resting area.
Oh, is that what you say?
I said a lot, yeah.
A long rest, you say?
I'm gonna scoop my butt back over here to the corner where there's a bunch of cool looking stuff.
I
And
want
do
to. I want to
me an
see
investigate.
stuff. I want to do. I want to see stuff.
But maybe you should have crossed earlier.
Since I've already in the water from jumping onto the troll's head to clobber it, basically, I will wade my barely above head water self and climb up the other side.
Okay. You have a seemingly infinite amount of time, so I'm sure you just go ahead and do that.
I want to attempt to jump across to the log and then run across the log and jump across.
Do an acrobatics check.
You would.
I hope you get wet this time.
No, never. 20.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, you just run across like a little cat ninja.
Do I have to jump? Do I have to do another one?
No, the log was the issue here.
Okay.
Okay.
I see this weird glowing sigil.
Yes. That sigil in front of you is the 3 circles inside the crosshairs as displayed. And the very center of the crosshair, it seems like almost like a black hole. It's like a deep hole sucking in all light around it, about 3 inches in diameter.
I'm not
And
sticking my hand in there.
it's not your turn. You've already done that. It's somebody else's turn. But you can feel the heat in the surrounding air being sucked into that hole.
Okay. Can I do any sort of perception or arcana or something to figure out what's happening or like what's generating this?
I would pick between religion and arcana.
Okay. They're both the same. Wow. Okay. 18.
18, which one?
Whatever one you want. Arcana. They're both the same.
Okay. This seems to be a method of summoning. Whatever ritual was performed here clearly cost somebody a certain amount of vitality via the knife and pool of blood. And whatever ritual was performed is currently still active.
Oh. Can I attempt to disrupt, like scratch out some of the summoning circle?
Make another arcana check.
Okay. Wow.
He pulls out his sorcerer's eraser.
Yes.
Yeah. Who doesn't? 17.
You're able to just find a way to.
Can I just scratch it out with the knife?
Yeah, you really disrupt the geometric symbols that have been put in the ground, and you see that black hole start to like flicker and fade into nothing, and then it once again goes dark and reveals the stonework underneath.
All right. We didn't want that going on. And I just walk around it now.
Well, that's taken care of.
Yep. Mm.
It's another day of the life.
Yeah, I know.
That was-
Yeah,
That was totally a genie, dude.
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I pat Meow Meow in the back a little too hard. Good job. Almost as though I'm trying to push her into the water.
and I give you like the slyest like side eye, and then say thanks.
Bakar would like to check out the dead floating bodies.
So these floating bodies are withered corpses adorned in long black tattered robes and gold jewelry. Any defining features of their face has been taken by time itself, it seems. The skin is leathery and stuck to the bone. Whatever is left of these two corpses and hasn't been shared by the trolls seems more or less undead.
So there's no gear or anything other than the gold jewelry.
I no, nothing other than like cloth scraps and wrappings and things like that.
All right, I'll collect the jewelry then.
Okay. You get a good amount of jewelry off of them. There's what languages do you know, Bakar?
Abyssal, celestial, and infernal and common.
So it's an interesting mix of abyssal and celestial etched into all the jewelry. Um, Nothing makes the hair on the back of your neck stand in any way. It's a lot of talks of the abyss and nothingness and life in the dark. It's kind of weird that they would put this on jewelry of all things, expensive metals like gold, and then wear them even in the afterlife.
That's super depressing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, it is, really.
Can I do a little searchy search over in this corner for valuable and or interesting things?
Sure. Just give me an investigation check for all the things that wouldn't be obvious.
For all non-obvious,
Yes.
13.
Okay. So, other than the tipped gold pouch and the tightly bound scroll on top of what seems to be a map of the surrounding area, there's also a locked chest and an eye with 2 gold coins in the sockets. Or a skull with two gold coins in the eye sockets. I think I misspoke there.
Well, I'm gonna take that.
It's a pouch containing 30 gold pieces.
Ooh. Anybody else see that?
Does anyone else see the pouch?
Yeah.
Bakar not even close.
I'm like 35 feet away. My perception isn't terrible, but I'm not necessarily paying attention, so I would say no.
Okay, she's gonna stash that.
Okay.
I do have a +3 to perception, and it's my preferred skill. My proficient skill.
So you're
Right.
proficient with it. Okay.
Yeah. Would that make any difference?
You may have heard coins jingling from behind the pillar.
Oh, like I have a little bit of an ear twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a pillar right there. So like even though you you could, if you had really keen eyes, I guess you could potentially see it, but that would be odd.
I do have other senses, but eyes.
Cat senses.
Yeah. But
For the sake of this situation, do you want me to roll sleight of hand?
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
just there might be like a little bit of a dim awareness.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying, I don't know you people.
Then there is the locked chest, and a tightly bound scroll on top of a map of the area.
So I have thieves' tools. Can I try to pick the lock?
Yes, you can. It would be if you're proficient, you can add your proficiency bonus to a d20 roll.
Okay.
After some time passes, I will
That's going to be
saunter over to
absolutely
the corner.
nothing because I rolled a 3.
Okay, so everyone sees her kind of trying to figure out how these thieves' tools really work out in
They're
the
just-
field.
I'm gonna offer to punch the box open.
Punch the box.
How about you just roll a strength check for me?
Sure.
Punch check.
Let's see. What a 20.
Yeah, okay, so now there is an arm-sized hole in the top of the chest.
Perfect.
Okay, what's in the chest?
Spiders. Infinite spiders.
There's a ton of
That's
spiders.
a spider chest.
Oh God, what have you done? We've killed us all.
I pull my hand back out and just hand her it. I don't know.
It's gone. It's like your whole
It's just a bloody stump.
yeah. This is completely smooth. Gone.
What you
I'm
find
more
in the
curious.
chest is a series of precious gems. There's a sapphire, fragments of a ruby, and there are 2 diamonds, each quite large in size.
Was the ruby intact before 10D smashed it?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that my hands are strong enough to like punch diamonds and rubies into dust.
I think you're quite strong.
There's also a set of intricate chainmail in the chest. This
Huh.
this
I'll
chainmail,
take that. No, I won't.
it's pitch black metal, but the design is of elven make. It's interesting how it's like covered in ink almost, but nothing dripping, almost as if it had been stained like a cloth.
Does it feel unusually light?
It is extremely light, almost weightless.
I holler over. Well, the car's all the way over, so I just kind of shout to the car. You might want to take a look at this.
So I'll start to head over.
Okay. And when you get there, you are presented with what seems to be a set of elven chain.
I'm pretty sure I can't use that. Or rather, it would be better for somebody else.
Certainly not me. I don't wear armor. It's for you clanky folks.
Not for me.
I don't need it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can't. I don't think I could. I really want to. It'd probably be giant on my body.
Magic items always fit,
Okay.
so you could wear it, yes.
Does it matter if I have an armor proficiency for it?
It doesn't. You are considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. So you are proficient with it.
Oh. I mean, I would love to have something that would make me not have a 13 AC.
I'm not familiar enough with 5e. Does it have failure rate like it
I don't
used to?
believe so.
So I haven't had a whole lot of magic item experience. So like I know that the old one was that it just dropped at a weight category. So if medium went to light, obviously there's no failure on most light armor. But I don't even know if there's failure rate on any armor other than maybe disadvantage or something.
Yeah, the only conditions I think of when I think of armor in this game is just disadvantage on stealth for the heavier types.
Yeah.
Plate chain and half plate.
Yes.
What was it again? Elven Chain?
Yes. It's your AC is going to be 14 plus your dexterity of which is a max of 2 though. So as high as a 16.
Okay. I would love it if no one else wants it. And I think I can
That's
wear
for the rest of you to hash out. I don't really care.
it. Okay.
So you slip the neck hole over your current armor and it kind of just sucks in on you. And it now fits quite
annihilated.
comfortably.
I'm annihilated.
Yeah, it just rips you to shreds.
Nice. Cool. All right.
Sometimes you convince the sorcerer to put on a cursed item. You know.
It's not hard to convince you guys to do such things.
I know,
mean,
right?
you're wrong.
Well,
Then
they're
there's-
talking about. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, well, they're talking about the armor. Can I check out the scroll?
Yes. You open up the scroll and there is a black circle drawn on it. And under the black circle there is writing in abyssal.
I speak abyssal.
Then you would know it says, "Reach the stone to the grave, take all with you."
Cool.
Okay, then.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. You're driven mad.
That's an 11.
So you fail that.
Oh no.
What the hell is that?
The
Did
goods.
you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but I
you
don't
see
want
the
to.
paper with the
What
arms
the
coming out?
hell?
The circle
Hey,
fills
hold on
in
one
with
second. I gotta read some an ability I have. I might be able to help him.
Okay.
Okay. Nope. I can't help him at all. I'll miss
Okay.
you, Chrono Turtle.
So these arms come out of this black hole that's formed where the circle was, and they're going to start grasping and touching and caressing your face and
Oh,
searching for something. They're like patting around your person
mm.
for something. These long, gangly fingers are making little scratches upon you, and you take. Hold on.
Oh no. Some amount of lethal
You
damage.
take 15 necrotic damage.
Oh
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's fun.
Oh,
Do we see the hands touching him, or does he just like recoil in pain?
You see him being grappled by this sheet
Okay.
of paper,
That's fun. Yeah.
and you are effectively grappled right now. What do we do?
Uh,
Can I use my action to recoil into my shell? It's called shell defense.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
it climbs into the shell with you.
It
Okay.
does. Since it's sucked to his face,
Oh
he
no.
pulls his head into his shell, and now there's a perfect paper seal at the end of his shell, and you can just hear the muffled scream of him.
Oh no.
in breaking grapple.
Do these
We are-
hands look like undead or anything?
Did we just
These
push him in
hands-
the water?
These hands looked very spooky. It wouldn't have surprised you if they were undead.
Can I use my last divine sense to see if they are celestial fiend or undead?
It's funny, they're giving off sensations of all three.
Oh god. I don't have
This
any
is-
way.
That's probably a really bad idea. I just used my last spell slot and cast Burning Hands right on the paper.
So you're casting Burning Hands into your own shell?
No, sorry, I would bonus action to get out of my shell and then Burning Hands paper if it's still in front of me.
It's like inches from your face.
So
they're now trying to
I-
pull you in.
Yeah, can I help him break this grapple then?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Is it
It's a
strength or
strength.
athletics?
Yes, strength 18.
Am I rolling or is he rolling?
Either you can roll with advantage or you can both roll separately.
Strength, athletics. I got a 13.
I
Okay.
also got a 13, so I don't know how you want to do that.
I know how I'm doing it. You take another 13 necrotic damage, and you feel your face start to enter this new black hole.
I'm unconscious.
Oh no!
What's
So the confines of this black hole are now stretching outside of the paper even and breaking into your own reality. And there's another few sets of hands that are trying to claw this turtle into the hole.
As Guido falls unconscious, I'm going to channel divinity and turn unholy.
What?
Okay. What do I need to do?
As an action, you censure fiends and undead. Each fiend or undead that you can see or hear within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, it's turned away for 1 minute. So it's feared.
Okay, I'm adding 3 to this d20 roll. That's a 19 plus 3.
What?
That didn't work.
I'm going to do the only thing I know how to do, and I'm going to hit stuff with my stick. I'm going to hit that paper with my stick.
Well, you're swinging at hands at this point. The paper
Okay.
is immersed in the absence of light.
Then yes, I'm gonna swing the club with the hands.
Okay, go ahead and just make an attack roll. Let's say the AC is 12. Okay,
Seven,
you hit.
it's three stick damage.
You start batting at one of the hands, and it kind of like recoils away from the shell and starts to slither back into the black hole.
Can I use Mage Hand to grab the paper and drown it in the water?
The paper's currently inside a black hole.
Oh, okay.
It's
So I
basically
guess
we
I'll
got,
just leave.
we've got a hand situation. I guess if nobody else is immediately trying to do anything, I'm just gonna keep swinging the club at it.
I was gonna say I have a dagger. I could stab some hands.
I am legit out of magic right now.
After the great or the club makes some headway, I will great sword it.
Okay, yes, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I need to be making death saving throws?
After this attack, yes.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh, yes, it hits.
10?
Okay, and another, let's say 2 of the hands have now freed from the grasp. He's barely grappled at this point. He's definitely stopped being dragged into the hole. But there are still some hands trying to pat down his form, and they seem almost like they're searching and feeling for something. Now, go ahead and make your death saving throw.
What?
That's a 10. So I think I
Yep,
succeed.
that passes. Yep, that's a success. All right, what are we doing, guys? I'll make him roll another. I'm crazy.
I go to Camellia. If you have any more of that healing song there, maybe give Guido a hand.
Yeah. I'll cast healing word on second level one more time. I think that's the best I could do right now.
And while she's chanting away or whatever, I'm gonna just keep swatting it with the club. Try.
So that's 8 healing.
All right.
So you're conscious, you're prone, and as soon as you open your eyes, all you see is a black void and white ghostly palms with long nails reaching towards your face yet again.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do inside of this black hole? Like, can I still do all my normal stuff?
Um, You seem to have motion, yes, but you can feel yourself slowly being dragged towards the center of whatever this is.
Going for that club again.
Bell,
Not a good club. Not a good club.
Not a good club.
Anybody else?
Yeah, Bakar would like to take one of the pieces of jewelry that has the Abyssal inscribed on it and toss it into the void while reaching for Guido.
Okay, so you kind of just do an underhand toss of a bracelet or something into there, and it's sucked right in, almost as if it's going into a jet engine. And it goes right in. Nothing of consequence happens. And now you're reaching out for Guido.
I'm assuming Guido didn't share what the scroll said before the hand started coming out. Because that was pretty,
It said death. It's
No, you saw him. You saw him reading it, and his eyes just widened, and then the hands appeared.
oh no,
yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Junji Guido.
I know. Yeah,
Oh no!
Guido, no. Time turtle.
Uzumaki, no.
You don't have you don't have any of those like time reversal.
Nope.
He
Okay.
only uses those on other people.
Can
I can use it on myself. It's just I'm out of my get 2 per long rest.
Oh God.
Can I try to stab a hand with a dagger?
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
I just don't know what else to do, and that's a failure. That was a 2.
Oh yeah. So now everyone's just flailing at these hands now. Everyone's panicking.
I don't know
Do
if
I make a-
Meow meow.
I got no spells, my man.
Does
Um,
Bakar make any rolls for reaching out towards Guido?
He hasn't tried to escape the grapple yet. I would have given
That
him advantage due to that.
that's what I'm about to try to do. Is try to like back out or try to escape any way possible.
Okay, you can try and break the grapple by making an acrobatics or athletics check with advantage.
All right, with advantage. That's an 11.
Oh, geez. Okay, so
Yeah.
that didn't work. Watch this end everything right here. This piece of paper.
the apex predator known as paper.
Oh my goodness. So Guido's getting sucked in. He's gonna take another 3d8 necrotic damage.
I'm out.
Oh my God.
I'm out.
That's 17 again. He is now once again unconscious. Somebody save the shelled man.
I'm gonna swat at the hands again so we can clear enough away to get him away from this
I think
thing.
I was gonna do a crossbow.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and do that stuff.
Yeah, sure. 18.
18 will hit, yep.
Okay. For 10 damage.
Okay, so yeah, you just send a bolt right through one of the hands and it recoils like a dying snake and slithers back into nothing.
Cool.
Now, Chikon Tendi, you do spot one lonely hand still feeling for something. You see it reaching hands into the crevices of his shell, into his side bag. It's interesting. And you hit.
Well, that's only
Is it?
5.
Is it looking to take something out of his bag?
It's clearly searching for something.
Someone.
5 damage.
And Chicken Tendy just slaps this hand away and it sends it reeling back into the void. And as soon as that void receives the hand, it closes and leaves nothing but a black circle on the paper again.
Burn it.
Burn it all.
Guido, you need to make a death saving throw.
Is this his second one?
My
or
first
is it
one,
the
'cause it
first
resets.
non-consecutive? Okay, yeah.
That is a 3.
Oh God!
Uh,
Can we stabilize him?
Yes. I have cure wounds.
Do you want to save it, and I can try and use medicine, like just tend him basically?
You're gonna
Well,
baby bird him.
I'm assuming we're gonna be resting sooner rather than later, but
I would hope.
sure.
We'll give the old medicine check. How about a 16 for a medicine check to stabilize him?
Oh my God! That was some one
I-
hell of a piece of paper.
I don't know the DC for stabilizing.
I don't know, DM. It sounds like it should be done for free.
It's a 10, so you guys are
Oh.
good.
Okay.
So I'm stable.
You are stable.
Unconscious but stable.
And after 3 hours, you'll have 1 hit point if you want to stay that way.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, are we gonna kind of hole up here in this awful, awful spot and rest for a little while?
Probably not the worst idea in the world.
Especially because it's also like 10:36. So
Yeah. I think what we should do is potentially block off that stairwell, and that way too we can have at least one less like ambush area.
When I wake up, I can ritual cast alarm down at the bottom so we know if it tries to come up.
Well, I
It's
can
gotta
wake
be
you up
awake.
right now.
I'm like, sweet time turtle, take a moment.
Like so much stuff I wanted to do. I'm just asleep.
And
Just let me cure wounds him. Just let me cure wounds him.
I know, yeah.
I mean, you
Make you a
It's
use
like
whatever spells you want. I can't stop you.
it's like I just imagine him as like the ET when he was sick. He looks so awful, gray.
That's a 9.
What was it?
That's a 9.
Okay. Thank you.
He's like ET, like time turtle phone home.
I'm gonna as soon as I'm awake, I'm gonna like look around for that piece of paper and immediately firebolt it to destroy it.
Yeah,
Roll the damage.
you reactivate it somehow.
Oh my god, no. 7 points.
So you see your firebolt land and ignite the paper, and then all of a sudden the flame gets sucked in towards the center of the circle, and then nothing. No damage, nothing. Just a black circle.
Let's get away from this thing.
Do we want to get it out of this room?
Throw it in the water.
It sucks up all the water and kills everything.
So is it just Bakar and Guido that can speak Abyssal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you hear a resounding tone that to you means relent. To the rest of you, it sounds almost like the gong of a church bell.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna reply with, "What do you mean?"
Nothing. Nothing in return.
Hey, Meow Meow, you want to mage hand this out of the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna mage hand. Can I like
Okay.
pick it up with, like the barest of
Yeah.
like okay.
You can pick it up just like any other piece of paper.
Okay. Well, not with my hands I'm not. And where do you think we should put it?
I'll give you a ride across the water since I can just walk through it, and then we should put it somewhere in this room, and then I'll put an alarm here so we know if anything tries to come up.
Okay. I would like to accomplish that.
Okay. I'll say given enough time, you're able to do so.
While they do that, can I fish out pieces of the bridge so we can make a little barricade?
Yeah, you gather more than enough wood to make a barricade for such a small entrance.
All right. We drop it off there. Never to be seen or heard again, I hope.
And then ritual cast alarm right here. and I want it to be an audible noise so everyone can hear it.
Okay.
That paper almost total party killed us.
Oh my god. Are my spell books and all that stuff dry yet by any chance?
It's only been about 5 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay. um,
So no, not quite yet.
so I'll back over here holding all that above my head as I wade through the water, and I'll ask, Camilla, do you think you could help me dry this stuff out?
Oh yeah,
Can you
probably.
get-
I can
do
do that with
weird-
prestidigitation, right?
I was gonna say, can you do weird prestidigitation blow dryer?
I mean,
Yes,
I
got
could have done
it.
it. And then I basically, because I'm still on his like shell back, and I'm like, oh, I could have done that for you at any moment. You just had to ask.
I didn't think you had it.
Oh, of course I had prestidigitation.
Oh.
Hey, don't take my thunder.
Well,
I'm not.
I have 2 books that need to be dried out.
Yeah, we both take one.
Okay.
We just sit in a circle, blow drying some books.
Yep.
Who had that crystal from the first room? Because I can also identify it while we're doing all this.
Oh, I had it.
Would you like to know what that crystal is?
Oh, I would love to know that it's our doom.
So I'm gonna ritual cast identify as well.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Do you have to
Yep.
touch something to identify it?
Oh
Yes.
God, no!
Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh my god, you're dumb.
So as soon as you place your hands on it, Guido, you
Yeah?
hear a resounding gong-like noise, just like before when it said relent. But now it says Torrig beckons.
Oh no!
And I think that's where we should end the episode.
No!
Yes.
Paul!
Trogdor beckons.
Yes.
Oh!
It's Trogdor beckons, the Burninator himself.
Is that
It's like you're-
audible or
it's like it's like Guido freaks out and he's like, no, and I'm like, who's Trogdor?
I would recognize that name being from Jorhas, right?
Yes, and I'm posting a link to the wiki article on him for any that would know. It's also where I got the image for the paper.
Paul. Paul, don't
Man.
do this.
What?
Don't do this.
What?
Why is it coming after me when Meow Meow had already touched it?
What? Are you scared?
I
You can't-
am.
You can't be scared.
Guido 100% knows what this is, and he is terrified of it.
Oh, you mean this? And I pick it up again. I just like pat it back into my bag.
He just retreats into his shell.
Oh,
Not again.
all right.
Well
Cool,
done,
I have-
everybody.
I have. Are we able to take a rest here, or are you gonna literally like kill us in this room?
No, you're not dead. This is where you'll rest.
Okay.
Well, where I planned you would rest, but this is where you're gonna rest.
Okay. Yeah.
this is where we'll final rest.
Yeah, a final resting place.
Ooh, final.
All right. Well, I'm ready for the sign off. So, thank you all. Go ahead and level yourselves up.
Yay!
Brian, you already know what was in your blow dried book.
I do. You didn't answer my question if I could copy the scroll into my spellbook, though, if that was one-time use.
What scroll would it be?
The summon copier or whatever.